know how bad it was.
Shut up, Tristan.
What? I'm quiet. I'm over here chilling for me.
Welcome back. We are back again.
Yeah, zip it.
In the Man Don't Care podcast at the Man Don't Care headquarters. You already know what it is. Thank you for tuning in every single time. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you are tapping into the Man Don't Care YouTube channel. Make sure you're watching and listening to all our platforms because we out here. We back at it again. Let's just go through the tail of the tape. Person to my right, introduce yourself.
Of course, the first and the best, Tristan, Mr. Terrific, T-Dunk, you know how it goes.
Like I said, we asked for who you are, not your Tinder profile. Person to his right, introduce yourself.
Ashley, another player, singer, songwriter. And
Back to me again, Tristan again.
Oh, God, he's so annoying. AshleySings.com. Check it out.
We're gonna make sure we put her stuff on the social media, so make sure you tap in with her. Person to her right, introduce yourself.
Artest, Mr. Controversial, investor, hustler, go getter.
I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm not real shady.
No, we're not Slim Shady.
That's great. And person to his right, introduce yourself.
Oh, hi.
You guys are all so annoying.
I already know what it is. Drewskey the entertainer. Regular, schmegular, dark skin. Just a dude from Downsview. You know the vibes already. How is everybody doing today?
I'm chilling still.
This is funny.
I'm ready to light all you guys up for no reason, but
Okay.
For no reason.
All right.
I'm taking a back seat today.
All right.
I did my dues last week.
what happened
I
last
did my
week?
dues, huh?
Oh,
What
you did
happened
the Lord's
last
work
week?
last week? You did the
you
Lord's
know.
work. Okay.
What'd you do last week?
Nah, just,
$40
McDonald's.
dates, please don't bring it
$40
up.
dates,
Yeah.
McDonald's dates, all that kind of stuff.
We are-
know.
He
We've been through
basically
this.
gave Valentine's Day tips for people.
Yeah, for real.
Because it's coming up, right?
It's coming up.
Y'all got y'all roses ready?
For
Well, we're not.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Oh, like
it's-
on
it's long.
DoorDash, you tip
Wow.
someone $40. I still don't
Wow.
understand.
That is way
Not
so
the
long.
DoorDash.
Don't do it.
That's
Please.
way too much. Tip.
Wowzers.
Don't
Do
do it.
y'all tip at restaurants?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I do.
Yes, religiously.
Like what
Yeah,
percent do
totally.
you tip?
If she's a really shitty server, the least she or he, you're right. Oh my God, thank you so much.
Cancelled.
I won't ever tip anyone less than 15%. If they're a good server, they're getting, the more my bill is, the more I'm likely.
15%.
Yeah, 20% is a go-to.
20.
Yes.
So if it's
Money for my boyfriend over there
it's $100
sweating. It's like, which money is she
$100
using?
you tipping $20.
Yes.
If it's 200, you tipping 40.
If it's 300, I'm tipping 25%.
I don't know 25% of 300.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I read it.
That's $75.
For
Quick maths.
quick maths.
You're tipping $75?
Yeah, if I
$1,200?
spent that much money, if I can spend that much money, I can spend an extra $75.
I read it.
What did the poet say? We stay fly, no lie. You know this.
If you cannot tip the people, them don't name up so much food off of the menu.
That's true.
Food already
On
overpriced.
a side note, from what I actually researched, shout out to TikTok. So tip is actually what you should be giving before you get served. So basically,
right.
So basically,
I don't understand.
So basically,
Let's let him finish.
So basically, from what he was saying, you guys could check it out. Shout out to TikTok for this. This is something I didn't know. I thought you would always have to tip after, but apparently you're supposed to. Certain places you tip before to get proper service throughout. So I can understand why. I didn't even know that. Normally people tip after everything, but he said certain people actually tip before, so the service is good from. As soon as you sit down, the juices, like the drinks are good, the appetizer is good. There's no problem.
So I gotta pay extra for you to do your job.
Hey, you're already paying extra to do their job afterwards, so might as well do it before. Ain't no
I
difference.
don't know about that.
What's the difference before and after?
What if the food is trash now? You're
What's
going to take back the tip now?
No, because you could give them something to start to begin, and then
There's so much
at
you
the
can't
end.
control though in service. Like
Yeah.
if especially if it's busy, you can't stop the bar from taking long.
Facts.
If the restaurants, if
Men
you're
of
going to a
business,
popping
I am
place
going
and
to
it's
judge
busy,
you after everything is said and done.
And you might
will
be
get your
like,
pip then.
oh, here's
Tip
$50. I expect good service, and then your bill's $1,000. Then it turns out $50 isn't anything at all. So
But then
it don't make sense.
No, he's
to
saying
me.
you should pre-tip. So you pre-tip and then at the end you tip again.
Again.
Twice?
Yeah, twice.
Oh.
You could tip. So what I actually did, I tried it and it actually worked. So I tipped in the beginning. I tipped like $20 in the beginning.
Yeah.
In the beginning, right? And when the
See what
service
happens when he
got
has a
good,
car? He has money now.
I
When
tipped
it got
more.
good.
No, like when the
Must be
service
nice.
got good, I tipped more.
I see.
And it was something surprising
What
because they weren't
restaurant
used
was
to it.
this?
And what was
Moxie's.
your bill in
No.
the end?
This was
Harbor
a steak,
60?
It was a steak place. This was like few months back, like probably like November, October. I did it just to test it. I was like, oh, it's interesting. And she was the server was shocked because they're used to getting it after. So when I gave it to them before, kind of like their testosterone started going up a little bit, and they start helping and doing more. And then when I tipped them after, they were like, wow, extra. So it's like I didn't know that. So it was something new. So
That's interesting.
food for thought for those that tip.
You know what I find interesting?
What's interesting?
Or I find if it was gonna happen, it shouldn't have been Black History Month. But did y'all see the lady or the young girl that won the lotto? Her first lotto ticket, 18-year-old,
48 mil.
quick
Ain't that
pick,
a bit?
and made 48 million.
I'm sick. I'm livid.
I need to know where
It's
they
all
get
a
this
lie.
white luck from.
It's
I need
all
some.
scripted.
Script? Oh, it's part of the script.
It's all scripted.
It's
Can't be
all a
real.
lie.
And
real.
scene.
Nah, but like 48 million.
Yeah. How much do you think she's actually taking home to herself though?
48.
After that get taxed.
No. In Canada, it's not taxed.
Oh.
Full 48.
So
Canada's not
Good
taxed?
for her.
Yeah, your
No.
winnings, whether you do like Proline, Bet365, your
It's
winnings
all
all yours.
Oh wow.
I thought they take that.
Take what? What did they do
Well,
to
it's
take
Canada.
it?
You never know.
Good for
What did
her.
they do to take
Nah,
it?
because you're always losing more anyway, right?
Put
So-
it towards the LRT. Anyways.
Good for her.
What's the first thing y'all getting if y'all won 48 million?
First thing I'm gonna get.
First thing you're buying if you
a
won
house.
Like realistically, after your
Real
bills are paid and
estate
stuff like
is the
that?
first thing
Yeah.
I would do.
What?
Getting the fuck out of Toronto.
Toronto's
Where
not
would you
that
buy
bad.
real estate?
I don't know. I'd have to do the research. I haven't done that yet.
That's a good question.
Boy, I don't know. After my bills are paid, boy, I'm traveling.
I know what the first thing I'm gonna buy is probably sentimental for my family. It's gonna be something related to my family in tribute to my mom and
48
dad.
So y'all
$1 million?
not going $1 million?
Huh?
Y'all not going to $1 million or something?
A whole house in
going to-
cash. A whole house.
Oh,
wait,
over the head.
Gucci.
Over the head.
Strip club.
I wasn't there,
Over
so.
the head.
I don't deal with you heathens and vagabonds, okay? I don't.
You're the worst.
I know you used to
I
do on
don't-
back.
Not a
with
man
the-
being exposed for who he really is. That's great.
Not me. I don't know what I
That's
did.
great.
Tristan won 48 million. He's going back page. He's bringing back page back.
Stop. I don't deal with that scum. Back page. You have to
The
go. What's that?
Bringing back page back.
Upper scale models. I mean, I'm joking.
Now, if I win 48, I'll probably go London, see Arsenal play or some shit. That's about it.
Yeah, World
Alright.
Cup. World Cup. What's it? I don't know. But yeah, I'm traveling for sure.
Yeah, travel. But yeah, I need that white look. I don't know how they do
Hey,
it.
colonizer.
when you
Get
get it, let me know, please, because
Get a white girlfriend.
Oh.
God forbid.
Oh my God. That's racist, sir. That's so
No offense,
racist.
but-
Wait, how? How?
whatever luck she gets, she give you.
Because you're selective and clearly biased.
Wait.
So that
It's
makes it
funny
racist.
that you said that.
Because I wouldn't-
not tried
'cause I wouldn't
to
go
laugh.
white?
That's great.
Pardon me, sir?
Because I wouldn't go white.
Yeah. Because you've predetermined. That's predetermined.
Do you have something against
Shaking while you're
interracial
talking.
marriage?
Yeah.
Interracial
Well, she got
relationships?
some-
No.
Do you have something against that?
Your lip bottom is shaking
I
as
just-
you're talking.
I'm-
I just want
I'm-
you to know that.
I'm
But
pro-
proceed.
So you guys are waiting to light me up.
No, because she said that she said that like she was sincere.
I can be a troll too.
Oh, you're just trolling. Oh, okay.
No, it's serious. It's serious.
yeah.
Nah, I grew up as a Rasta, so I can't do that.
So Rastas don't believe in
Straight Dugo
That is so bullshit.
what?
Straight Dugo Daga.
Thank you for calling this guy out on his bullshit.
Straight Dugo
I can't do
Daga.
that. I can't do that.
Straight
Called you
Nah,
out.
'cause
Called you out.
No, because I like black women. I'm pro-black.
Okay.
Don't make me have to play Style
I'm pro-black,
Speed,
so
black.
I can't date outside my culture. I can't do it.
Okay.
What's wrong with Carol? Carol seems
Ew,
nice.
hell no.
Unless you're singing "Old Carolina" by Shaggy.
The only time I ever looked at like white women like attractive was back in the day when you used
Amber
to watch
Rose.
porn and shit. Like as a kid, you didn't have no choice. It's just white women in porn when you just had that channel and just.
That's not
Are
right.
you saying now? You
changed the
you
game?
had me and then you lose me again now.
What
You saying that you don't find white women attractive?
No. I mean, like a 1-2 can look good, but then I'm pro-black, so I can't like go there.
You don't allow yourself to find
That's
them
before I was in a
attractive.
relationship, but
Okay.
Good answer, Steve.
But
Good
yeah.
Oh, you're in a
answer.
relationship now?
Good answer. It's on the
100%.
board.
Oh, good
answer.
for
It's up
you.
there.
He's up there, Steve.
It's up there, Steve. Good
He's up
answer.
there.
but yeah,
I'm
like
a
before, no, I don't. It's not my thing. Plus, I'm
doesn't
pro-black,
frolic
so I
in those
can't.
sites.
do it.
Okay, good for you. Good for you. That's
I feel like
100%
she's gonna be
your
going
choice.
around the table. She's gonna be like, so "What about you?"
No,
Yeah, no, mine.
I wasn't even gonna say that.
What?
You want to tell us? You want to tell us your
who
thoughts
did
on
you
inter?
say?
I said they date white women. You know Tristan
Don't
already. Like that's your
Tristan's
dog.
a hoe. Tristan dates anything.
Wow.
But
Wow.
Jesu.
Wow.
Jesu.
I kiddeth, I maketh a joketh.
Say my
No,
ma-
you're not. No, you're not. That didn't
For
sound.
me,
That didn't
getting
even
wet
sound.
up for no reason.
That didn't sound like jokes and giggles. That sounds like
What did I do?
he's living dangerous.
Saying his Uber pool, he just collects anybody.
Ah, yes, everybody take a shot,
If you send me
please.
the location, I'm gonna be right there. Jeez, man.
Tell us, what are your thoughts on interracial relationships?
As I say, once again, in a serious relationship, I would prefer black. Keep it real. But once again, I like macaroni and cheese sometimes. Oh God, no.
Oh my God.
I can't eat some
What
Chinese
raisins?
sometimes. I can't eat some
Oh,
Italian.
eat some
sometimes.
Chinese, eh?
Hey, the mess with the mats. What you mean? Jump up the no, I'm joking.
God.
Yeah.
Lucy Lou.
Do you guys
Lucy
have a real
Lou.
reason? Do you have a real reason why you're pro-black? Why are you pro-black women?
I like these questions.
Because of our culture, our upbringing. You know what I'm saying? I was raised like that. I love our interactions within the black community. I love the way I can talk to a black woman. I can't talk to a black woman. I can talk to you. I
Your
can't talk to
relatability,
Cheryl.
right?
I can't talk to Lucy Lou. I can't talk to... It's hard enough talking to J-Lo, but I guess Artez found out a way to talk to
Wow.
the Puerto Rican thing. But yeah, we can shoot around. What's up? No. But as I say, the way I can talk to you, the jokes I can make with you.
Yeah, I
You know what
understand.
I'm saying?
I understand.
can't do that with...
You
every
might be
other-
surprised.
You might be so, yeah.
You might be
Carol
surprised.
doesn't know about
There's
Bully
people.
Fun Rice. Carol doesn't know about... As I say, I'm not even black enough
There
compared
might
to some
be.
people.
It's hard.
Is
right?
there's a
Right.
Carol
I'm not
out there?
even-
If you're a Carol out there watching this,
Stop it.
who knows about bully beef and mackerel, hit Tristan up.
And chicken foot soup, and you know what I'm saying? Carol can't make those dishes.
And 2 sour sauce.
There's one. I see one person on TikTok. He's a basketball player. He's playing in France or something, and this girl is white, and she's like,
They all are, of course.
she
You
posts
know,
videos like learning how to make
Learning.
like, stuff.
Mm.
Me
Yeah,
not
to-
got
to
to know
me-
trial with them.
To me,
See how that work?
This is not the institution of
Wait. You're gonna have
not
Carol make your
institutional.
agusi and pounded yam?
to me,
And your agusi soup? No.
to me, the
Your
beauty,
okra? No.
the beauty in like relationships is learning different things. So to me, it's just like
That's cool, but they have to unlearn and learn at the same time.
that's
Right?
fine
Much
too.
work.
Everything's about growth, right, and experience and
I
learning.
saw a
right?
post. I
So-
can't date outside my culture because I can't explain to Carol why Celine Dion is a national treasure.
And why
to a
she's
Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Come on now.
And
You
I
must
think,
understand that.
No, I think it's bullshit. Still, you can teach your shorties.
Like, for
certain
example-
things, huh?
Like for example, like when she asked you earlier, like if you, the word bun, and you're like, what's that?
See,
No.
It's like
You can tell someone what that means.
It's
you
like
can tell someone that
slightly-
means, but
But like, how many times throughout the day you're gonna have to explain things like?
well, she told me once what bun is.
No, I'm saying, but like, you're gonna have to do that constantly.
about different things.
Yeah, so
and-
why not learn?
Yeah.
And honestly,
Like-
if switch it around, why not? Maybe there's something you don't know about her. Why not try and learn that?
there's not much to learn.
Yes,
You're still learning.
You never know.
but
It's not hard to learn.
The beauty in
There's-
learning.
There's a lot to learn about a person, anyways. What if that's one
You
of
know?
those
but
things?
the thing here is, this is the deal breaker, or game changer. It's fine when you're learning cultures that are like, let's say if it's different black cultures or different Middle Eastern cultures or some Latin countries that claim their Afro-Latina side, Afro-Latinx or whatever side, right? But when it's white, like that's a whole. You're gonna learn about what? oh, my great-great-grandfather used to have slaves.
Slaves.
Like, bro, what are you trying to
I
learn?
get what you're saying, but in
That's
a way,
a whole different ball game.
I get what you're trying to say, but it's still ignorant to even say that.
No, it's not.
It is ignorant,
No,
brother.
it's not.
I hope one day we get to a place where we're not seeing
You know
things
what I mean?
like color and gender to begin with.
It's like,
It sucks.
and you know what?
Wait.
But
yo,
that's
that?
what makes a person individual. That's what makes a
No.
person.
And I'm not to say I'm not against pro-black or anything like
Their
that, but
skin color and their sexual orientation.
Why are you with your man right now?
Exposing your
Because he thinks I'm funny. He gets my sense of humor.
It's the hair. and
We
the
talked
Middle
about
Eastern.
we talk about what we have things in common. We have similar interests, and he thinks I look fine,
And he's not
I
Jamaican.
think he looks fine.
And he's not Jamaican.
That has nothing to do with it.
Because you're sick of the Jamaicans and the full of, which I understand. Yes,
I've dated Jamaican men.
and you're sick of us.
I'm sick of you,
Us?
Tristan.
us.
Oh wow! Shots again. I just keep getting wet up.
You know what? Let me
You know
keep
what I'm
it.
saying
Let
is
me
true,
keep
but
it
this-
100.
This orange looks nice.
I'll keep.
This wasn't even on the docket. I don't even know how we talking about
I'll
this,
keep
but-
it. I'll keep it 100. Would I personally ever date a Jamaican man again?
Be honest. I already said no on my. I
It's
wouldn't
like
date
a.
a
It's like a
Jamaican woman.
89% no.
jeez.
Why? Let me.
And let me get into it. I can get into it.
Me and
It
you are
depends.
true
It
Jamaicans.
depends.
Let's
Can you
talk.
lock their minds? Can you
It gets real when he sits up and he takes it like that's why.
sick of it.
Go on.
Because
Why? For you, why? I'll explain for me.
because for me and you know what, my opinion is changing because now I realize it's not just a Jamaican thing, it's a men thing in general. Like
So men are trash.
Jamaican men are trash. Jamaican men
Okay.
take women
Rather
for
aggressive,
sport
okay.
to another level. Like it's so much in our culture to have one gal, two gal in a bungle. Like it's too much a part
Gal
of
from
our
Rima, gal
culture.
from Jungle.
Exactly.
But
It's
girl,
too
them
much.
still a bubble to them song them.
We can get into that too. And that's why the dating scene now is so fucking trash because
It's
now we're
shaky.
all buying into this idea that like this is
So basically, you don't like the Jamaican men
Misogyny,
womanize
Jamaican
the
men.
stigmatize.
yeah this thing in our culture where we just treat women a certain type of way.
But you
You know,
baby.
So would I date a Jamaican
Alright,
man to go back to the question? Yeah, if they understand that and they're working through that and they have that, other things in place like, emotional maturity and self-awareness and you know what I'm saying? And don't actually buy into that like, yeah man, I have 2-3 gal.
So did you date a Jamaican man up here or down the yard?
Both.
Both. So for me, like, I wouldn't date a Jamaican woman, like a real Jamaican woman.
You mean like a yardie fresh
Like
off
a
of the
yardie
boat?
Jamaican woman.
Why?
From Portmore or something. I wouldn't-
Is he saying that because he knows I'm from Portmore?
I know I didn't.
Crosses.
Or Spanish Town or something. I say Spanish Town.
Something else.
yeah.
Wait, you're from
It's
Portmore
okay.
for real?
I am from Portmore, Tree West.
You don't give me Portmore still. You give me Portland.
You know what? I'll take it. You're trying to say I'm a little bit uptown. Oh my god.
No.
Oh
Portland.
my
not uptown.
god.
Nah. But I wouldn't date a Jamaican.
I don't even know.
I wouldn't date a Jamaican woman for myself. If I was like on the market again, I wouldn't date a Jamaican woman. I prefer, like, I know it might seem like I don't want to merge other cultures, but I prefer to experience other cultures from my own,
Why?
But just not white ones.
just not white one.
But
It has
why?
to be black. But why wouldn't they Jamaican?
No.
Because, like-
You prefer to explore other cultures. You said that,
But
right?
not
black
white cultures.
But why?
Because I prefer
Anywhere from
You want
Africa.
something
Africa.
new.
Why?
Why I prefer Africa?
Yeah.
Because they're beautiful. Motherland.
That's it.
Yeah, the
Aren't-
culture.
Okay. What about?
learning about everything?
This
That's
is his
exactly
choice. This is his
exactly
choice.
learning,
Yeah.
right?
But that's
So-
what I said. I don't want to learn white culture. I'm sorry.
No,
Miss me with the raisins.
No, I get what you're saying, and I said that before. I get what you're
So
saying.
racist.
No,
and
no.
So
Bananas,
ignorant.
the
It's
bananas.
I'm not against
funny.
anything pro
Okay,
or
fine.
this.
Miss me
Hold on.
with
Miss
John
me with
Bovey.
the
I'm
raisins.
not against anything pro this thing, but there's
Can
a
somebody
beauty in learning
Google
other
that?
things.
Is raising a white thing?
You
I'm
know
sorry.
what I mean?
please go on.
No. It's okay. No, get at him. I don't care.
No, please.
There's
go
a
on.
beauty in learning about other things, other cultures, and it's not
That's
just
black.
cause I only used to date black girls too, right? But okay, Spanish girl came to my life and it was a little different. She showed me a little bit different love, a little bit different this and that. showing me about food, tamales, language. So I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I showed her some things that
What's the song from Kulipos?
I did as well. So there was a beauty in
What's your background?
Ghanaian.
Okay.
Yeah,
But would you date a Ghanaian?
girl.
Yeah, no, dude. Of course, a girl.
See, we all do it. We wouldn't date our actual culture first.
Would
I think I can get that,
only
you know?
because
That is
like
wrong.
I would.
As a part of the culture, I feel like
we're
we
not
kind of
direct, I
see
guess.
the
You know what they're gonna say about
toxicity is
Yeah.
in it, and we're like, oh my god, we need something new.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
that's
grew
what
up-
that is.
I guess like
I can't-
for me, like growing up in Jamaica, it was just like
that was a good
Alright.
question.
myself. Like when I was in Jamaica, I was more the foreign guy. Like I was into like foreign culture. Moved
You
a
watch too
certain
much
way.
Disney.
Not just Disney.
playing.
Like
I'm
I used
just
to listen to My Chemical Romance.
Oh, I love
Um,
well, look at
MCR.
that.
the
Of
Killers.
course.
The Killers.
I
You know what I'm
just
saying?
want to live my life.
This was me too.
I was certain stuff I didn't like agree with in Jamaican culture, but like even for example dancehall, I never used to listen to dancehall unless it's like played on the radio or something. So meanwhile everybody's like moving a certain way. I'm just like,
You
this is
didn't
not
really
my
feel like
speed.
you fit in
I
anyway.
didn't fit in.
Okay.
So like that's why other cultures or other black cultures I'm into more, and like merging my culture with that.
Okay.
Versus like dating a Jamaican woman, this is gonna bring me. I guess maybe it's gonna bring me back to that mentality when I was back home and just like, like I don't know. Maybe that's why.
All right, but
Sorry.
before you answer that question, Drew, I'm not saying I would not date a Ghanaian girl,
You are saying that,
Huh?
okay?
but
You are saying
Let's
that.
what
hear 'em
I've
out.
seen, the modern ones,
What is
Alright.
what is a modern Ghanaian
like the girls
woman?
The
that
Canadian
today,
ones.
not all of them, and for Ghanaian, listen to this. You know what I mean? But a lot of them like niggas that flash money.
Drew, what you
So-
said,
so-
Drew?
oh, so
Drew
it's
got
the
to Drew.
negative-
Me can't, but
Huh?
I get it. So
I don't
it's
flash money. Huh?
so it's the negative stigma that.
But that's not just a Ghanaian
That-
thing. That's
that's
just
the
like
same
No,
within
no,
Jamaican
no,
culture.
no. It's no.
Yes, with
no,
women,
it's-
they're like,
That's why
man
we
will
need
drive
to not-
Mark X.
Yo,
and,
it's
this and
different in our
Hold
culture. I
on.
can't describe it to you, but it's different in our culture. It's like
It's provider
Mhm.
times two.
like
They're
you'll
looking for
know
provider times
you'll
two.
know every single Ghanaian guy that has like
a girl, a Ghanaian girl.
that has money or like that has some type of sauce. All the girls will kind of like that dude. You know what I mean? And
The Apias of
I
the
don't know
world.
if that's a cultural thing. I
it's a
think that's
culture
just
thing.
the-
So to me, just like they go for more so like dudes with the fame.
white girls don't do
every
that.
And not every Ghanaian girl, because there are some Ghanaian girls that are not like that. But
No,
to
you
me,
say-
that's
you're
just to
saying why
me.
you wouldn't date
Yeah,
Ghanaian
that's kind of like you have to flash. You know, to me, growing up, that shit was a turn
That's
off.
fair,
And
that's fair.
in my culture, they like bad man.
And they talk shit too, huh?
So I didn't fit the bad man category. Or
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't move the certain way.
I swear we
So-
said that about Toronto girls too. That they look the type of guy that Toronto girls go for. He talks like this, man, Demi, come here. I can't
No,
even
that's
do
even
it.
too good. Relax.
I can't even.
Say
Yeah,
word.
Two-
yeah.
fam?
Don't cheese me, dog.
Say word.
Yo,
Okay,
tutus
okay.
hasn't
I don't
existed
like-
in over 12 years, bro.
Twos.
You said this thing tutus? My goodness.
Twos.
Drew, you were gonna say
Yeah,
something.
Drew, you were gonna
Look.
Been waiting for this. So to start, when you said what you said, all I could think was when Good said, "You ain't dumb, but you dumb." That's what it reminded in my head. When it comes to the question that Ashley asked about, like what I feel about interracial, it's pretty simple. I have no problem with it until it reaches the level where you don't like your own, so you choose to go somewhere else.
Okay.
I respect
So-
that.
Sorry,
I have no
sorry,
problem
repeat.
with
Okay.
somebody being with another race.
Okay.
But I have a problem
With
when
self-hate.
somebody says, I don't like my own, so I'm going to go to somebody else because I don't like my
I
own.
respect
Just
that.
like how we said back in the past that if you don't like one Jamaican girl, doesn't mean all Jamaican girls.
Oh,
are
no, no, no.
Exactly.
If you date one Jamaican man, doesn't mean all Jamaican men are
Yeah.
going to be the same.
Yeah.
And for me, I've noticed with people that they date probably 2-3 Jamaican people or 2-3 like Ghanaians or 2-3 Nigerians and think they're all the same.
Did you grow up?
Right?
No, I didn't.
Okay, me grew up a yard.
It
Me
don't make
grew
a
up-
difference.
me
They
grew
grow
up-
up.
Can I,
But-
can
but
I
it
just,
doesn't-
can I
yeah, I
just,
grew up
can
in
I,
a cult-
can I just say this? Can I just say this? While currently I don't see myself dating a Jamaican man who's so embedded and brainwashed by the culture, because there's
Vice versa,
so
yeah.
many problems in our culture, and if you don't see that and need a change of mind, I just can't date you. That doesn't mean I hate Jamaican men. I think my culture needs help. That's 100% me. So I don't hate my culture. I think my culture is fucking amazing. How we'd run the place, how we make everywhere vibes, but I'm not gonna lie to myself either. Do I want bun? I does not.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, you don't gotta go.
Let me walk into this.
I'm just saying.
Let me walk into this.
I'm just saying.
I'm a Jamaican and I never cheated on any woman.
Okay, you're not that. That means you're not that brainwashed by the culture. That's what I'm saying.
But you're right.
Or culture
Right, 'cause
abuses
I was
women.
like,
There's too many violence against women in our. It's a big violence against women is a big part of the culture. So would I date a guy that's brainwashed by that? I can't.
How many of y'all bun though? How have you?
First of all,
And I enjoy learning this word.
Let's nip this in the bud. The only
Frolickers.
reason why our culture has so much of this going on is because our black culture has the biggest scope out of every other race on this planet.
No.
Come on.
No.
I don't know if that's
As a
true
black
either.
community, you're telling me everything we do is not scoped?
No.
What do you
Okay.
mean by that for
Okay.
So
some of us?
he's saying that
Scoped?
there's a microscope on us, so that's why we're seeing it more.
No, I don't think so.
But no.
What do you mean by that?
You know why I'm saying this?
Why?
Because if you go to any other culture, which I've spoke to different cultures, different races too,
No.
there's problems.
There's a difference.
What do you
Like,
mean?
say for
Problems.
example.
What do you mean
say-
there's problems?
There's problems.
Like for-
just like how she's talking about there's problems in the Jamaican community that needs to change. If you go to the Chinese,
No,
there's
you're
problems
shunned
in
upon.
there too.
No, if
go-
you cheat in that culture, you're shunned upon.
No, but that's what there's problems.
10,000 lashes to my ancestors.
everywhere.
Okay,
Okay,
there's,
Son,
first of all,
you
there's
disowned
no
the
way you're comparing. I'm not saying Chinese people don't cheat. Obviously, I don't know anything.
Every race cheat.
Every race cheats.
But there's a culture of like womanization
Yeah.
in certain black cultures.
Yeah.
Now, why is it exposed so much?
Why is it exposed so much?
In the Latin culture, it's like that too. Isn't
What
it?
do you mean exposed
But
so
why is
much?
it- why is it exposed so much?
What came
Okay.
first, womanization or the music?
Thank you. That's where I was gonna go to.
What came first,
That's where-
womanization or the music?
Okay. So, like I said,
I'm interested. What came first?
Where does it scope on?
What came first?
What I
Where
don't
does
know.
it scope on? I don't even care. what
Whichever
you-
one came first. The point is
Like what came first,
music.
chicken or the eggs type of situation?
To me, it didn't even matter which one come first. The point is, the bottom line is, music have so much influence over a culture. And what are the groups of people that consume hip hop and dancehall music the most?
Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, white
We
culture, but
celebrate.
for us, yeah.
We celebrate violence against women.
They've been shooting me up, so I
That's
can't say nothing to
crazy.
them.
Sounds like
I don't
the
know.
exact same
So
thing.
so violence against women. What do you mean by
Yes, sir.
that in the music?
I mean, like, pop off my cocky like a knife and stab her.
That-
Don't
that's
sound too romantic to me.
But now watch this.
Y'all Jamaicans are fucking crazy, bro.
That's
Ah,
wild.
yeah, you got crazy, huh?
That's wild.
That's true, 'cause y'all-
That's fucking wild.
That same one was gonna be like, okay, well, hold on
We're the
there.
same culture. We're the same culture.
That's
That's
wild.
true. Cause y'all,
We're the same culture that
I was in my-
kakalaka
yeah.
dami knife, and the girls would be why and dance to it, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
That's a toxic
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. So at the end of the day, yes, it's a
Violence
culture thing,
against
but
women.
we're a part of this
That shit is
situation too. Men and
hilarious.
women.
Exactly.
We men and women, so we all have to change.
I'm not
That's
gonna lie
what I'm
still.
So
saying,
it
though.
goes back to what I was saying. In the
That's what I'm
sense of-
saying, though.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
it comes to the relationship of interracial, I have no problem with it.
I'm gonna lie.
If you want to
Yeah.
love a white woman,
Yeah.
love a white woman. You want to love
No,
an
we don't have
Indian
to
man,
go
love
back
an
to that
Indian
part.
man.
We're talking about something.
But all I'm saying
Yeah.
is,
No, we can go
no,
that.
all I'm saying is when it comes
Cut that
to
out, cut that out.
don't date because
You
you
hate-
are
hate your
disgusted
own.
by your own, so you branch out. That's
People
what I'm
can't do
that's
that if they
fine.
want to,
100%.
but sure, I get what you're saying.
I ain't gonna lie,
feel-
still, when
feel
I
you.
was like 18 in my brethren's car, man, I'm just hearing this guy play this music, right? He's like, Mr. in the belly, up in the belly. I'm just like, yo, what is this song? Like, it's just,
That's crazy.
you guys just, and honestly,
It's so violent.
It helped you with sex, I'll tell you that.
Oh my god.
yeah, honestly,
Give you the tools to know how to agree.
yeah, my mind got
Oh
fucked
my
up.
god.
So as sorry, go ahead.
On YouTube. This is the first time, like, I got, not the first time I got, like, kind of corrupted, but, like, I'm on YouTube. I think it was like '06 or something like that. And I'm just saying like dancehall. I'm saying pasa pasa. Seeing man's
Love
jump.
that shit. Shut
I'm saying man's jump from like
Yes.
the skyscraper just to land on a girl.
You know, I remember
our
when-
culture is over
You're sexualized. You know what I mean? So
I remember there was a time where women were dying from that. Cause I remember seeing one video.
Somebody broke her
She
neck, right?
broke
That's
her
the one
neck.
that-
She was in a bucket. I met man jump off a sound system and landed on her and just like
Yeah.
destroyed her neck.
yeah, and I'm African again, so I'm
I
not
think
exposed to
not.
this kind of stuff, right? So I'm like, oh shit, what is this? So I just had a love for Jamaican women at that time.
Shut
Still do.
up.
Yeah, I had a love, huh?
Still do.
I do, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, some of them don't do me dirty still.
Right.
As an artist
her
yourself,
too.
right? Do you feel like the pressure to like over sexualize your music, or
Yes, yes.
Steve, all right.
You know what? Too, I think that's really interesting that you asked me that because something that has stuck with me. I remember auditioning for like a youth, just like a music thing a couple years ago. It was a while ago, but this stuck with me because I sing experimental music. It's kind of like dance hall ish, but it's not really dance hall because it's not that violent. And I feel like that's a trait of dancehall music. But anyways, we can get into that different side story. Let me not digress. And
Funny
my
enough,
music's
not-
kind of
yeah, sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
my music's kind of dancehall-ish, but then sometimes it's R&B-ish. And when I was performing, one of the judges came off. She was like so mad at me. She was like, "No, you didn't do dancehall right." And it's like,
Was she white?
no, she was black.
Oh wow, shock. Usually it's the white
She
people
was
that
black.
dance.
I don't know if she's Jamaican or not, but she performs dancehall music too. So she's telling me that this is how you have to do dancehall music.
probably from
And what's
Kitchener.
really funny is that I didn't forget that because I held on to that and it put fire under my ass. Like I gotta make sure I do what I have to do because dancehall music is so violent, not just towards women, but like the gang violence it does so much damage to our culture. And my whole thing is like, it's vibes. You can't deny that it's vibes. How can we make dancehall music more inclusive and not so violent? So
I mean,
you know what I mean, right? You can't even imagine it without the violence, and so that's my goal.
So this year or this past year is the first time ever that I actually got into dancehall music, just because of 2-3 artists, Skeng,
Okay,
Skilly Bang, and this year Valiant.
okay.
So, and all their music is
Cut man short.
chopping, and
Cut
and
short and
now
eat them
Valiant
skin
with
and-
the obia,
Yeah,
the guzu,
yeah.
the guzu, and this and like.
Okay.
I
Right?
can hear that one. That's new to me.
So like, would I want dancehall music to change as is right now? I don't know.
It's tough.
But I can from myself, I can separate. You're not gonna see me in a dancehall party. You're not gonna see me in a pasa type environment. It's just a escape while I'm driving. That's it. Or for vibes.
And I'm not saying that I wouldn't go to a dancehall party. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't.
And bubble up on them something there. I'm not saying that I've never done that. I love dancehall music, and that's where my obsession is, my need for wanting to see change
Shout
is.
out to Mr. Waki. Don't know.
Come on, you know you're a jokester.
You didn't know. Yo, real Jamaican man knows that Mr. Waki is one of the top dancehall mans. He put me on
True,
the dancehall. He
true,
was
true,
Mr.
true.
Walker.
Waki,
Mr.
yeah,
Yes.
True.
And that's why I say it's hard in that situation you're talking about. I agree. It's hard because I'm a dancer.
Yeah.
I'm a man that when I go in the club, first thing I'm in is dance moves. I'm a
Yes, yeah,
routine
but you have
man.
different type of dancehall music, and you have the gallem tune, man tune, which is our gun tune, and then you have dancing tune.
Yeah, so it's hard, and I have to give, like I said, shout out to TikTok because a lot of these songs now are showing the actual fun side of how dancing should be.
Yeah.
Right, like there's less bubbling, more rooty. Yeah, like the stir fry, rifle walk. Like even though they're like, but at least it's dance moves. It's not like a girl flinging from one side to the next. You know what I'm saying? So-
And it's not. And I don't even mean to criticize the art itself. Like we have to understand where the place it's coming from, right? It's not the people them fault, but them situation after the oppression, right? So I understand all of this. What I think people don't understand how to separate the music from a lifestyle. Like it's not, even though for enough of these artists it's a lifestyle, sadly, but it can't. I don't know,
You
man.
have to detach.
Yeah.
You have to learn to detach.
Not leave and then things say, yeah man, enough gal in a bungle for real. It's like, okay, bro, it's not. You don't.
There's lyrics.
What
There's
you
What you
trying to
trying
say?
to say? Man, enough have enough gal in a bungle?
I mean, unless you're.
No, it's only one girl for
So,
me.
man.
I don't know. You guys,
Like Ludi?
y'all are different still though. Like I said, y'all are
Look at you
different, huh?
guys.
Girl, man, when they take you
Wait,
to
wait,
Y'all are
wait.
different though. Y'all are
Guys
different.
are played right
Y'all
now.
are
I mean,
different still.
If you have enough gal in a bungle still, I'm not saying if you have enough gal in a bungle, but after a certain age.
Your girls
You don't
listening
get
to
your
this, eh?
Your girlfriend's watching it.
So you're saying old people say, you can't run down boss and can't run down woman, right?
After
my God.
below 23, if you have enough gal in a bungle.
Below
Oh
20.
my
Oh, below
God.
23.
Yeah, we're
But
done,
after
we're done, we're
okay,
done,
no.
we're done fast, we're done.
Okay.
I don't know, man. You guys are different, man. Just
Don't talk about you guys are different.
Nah, you guys
only,
are different still, huh?
only one country in this room have multiple wives legal in their country.
yeah, but you guys are
Wait.
different. You guys are bred
Point them out.
as assassins at a
why
young
does he
age,
look-
man. You guys are bred to hunt girls at a young age.
Exact. Thank you.
At a young age.
So what?
Thank
what
you.
You guys are bred to hunt girls at a young age. Like when other like
I'm gonna leave it.
yo no,
It's-
I
he's-
swear to you,
It's true.
that's true, bro.
What?
Because
It's
yo,
true. It's fucked.
I go to my boy's house
Tough to
and,
say.
and like we're young at this time. I'm not really getting like girls like that, but my brethren is.
You ain't got no wrist, bro.
Yo, bro, no, yo, I didn't, not until like my early 20s.
That's when you start to get
Honesty.
tzatziki on you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But my,
Wow.
I'll be
No.
honest with you, but
That's true.
but my boy was getting it at like 16 years and this like from on and
Like a
up.
late bloomer.
No,
still.
probably
You
younger
good?
still, younger still. I'm just being generous. So I go to the man's house.
Nah, it's true. Like
Yo,
in
I go,
Jamaica, like
I go to the man's house. His dad is like, yeah, you gotta basically smash all these girls. You gotta kill it. You gotta kill the pussy and all that stuff. He's telling him, right? And he's telling me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on
I'm
here?
just trying to play my Legos.
Yeah,
huh?
man. It's like, I'm trying to play.
Put in his Legos. You get me?
Yeah, but he's instructing him, yo, this is how you do this instead. While my parents are like, if you do this, you're gonna get AIDS. You're gonna get this and that. You know what I mean? So
But
it's
at
just
the
a
same
different
time, they're doing
lifestyle.
it. At the same that it's
No,
kind of
not
like
at that age. Not at that age. Not at that age.
What I'm saying is, I get what you're saying, but it was always contradicting sometimes for a lot of older folks. So they'll tell you never to do something, but yet they were doing it and still doing it. But then they'll tell you not to
No,
do
I
it
feel you,
And
but
then they'll
because
tell their
it's a
daughters.
reflection on their past that's showing up on
And then
them.
they'll tell their daughters, if you have sex, you're gonna get pregnant and go to hell.
Why do you
But then say,
They had
my
you
you're
16.
afraid of the
Why
girl,
do
go
they
talk
had
to
you
her,
at
go
No,
talk
no.
to a girl,
Men
go talk
are
to a
scared
girl.
of having
No, but
girls
the point I'm trying to
because
make, bro,
they don't want to see
is
that
that-
happen to their daughters.
hold on.
Simple.
Okay, it happens, but you
See
guys
what?
are bred at a younger
See your daughter
age.
have sex and have healthy
No,
romantic
pregnant
relationships.
at
It's not seeing
16.
the daughter have sex. It's
Oh.
seeing what they were doing to other people's daughters happened to their
their
daughter.
oh, okay.
That's what, it's a domino
Why is it?
effect.
It's so
do
funny
you
to
think
me
he
that
get
you're
the strap
saying that.
came from?
That it's. Do you hear the language he's using too? Like it happened to his. Does sex happen to women?
It's not just sex.
No.
Pregnancy.
Wait.
But he's talking
Clarify your
about
question.
sex.
Clarify your question. What do
Does
you mean by
does like he's saying the things that he. So when your dad, this hypothetical dad, was having sex in his teenage years, he was doing things to women that he doesn't want to happen to his own daughter. That's implying he was doing something to this girl. Doesn't sound great. It sounds like he was doing something bad that he doesn't want that bad thing to happen. So is sex not enjoyable? The sex he was doing in his teens not good for this girl? Like, do you understand what I'm
I get what
saying?
you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Because you're doing a bad thing. Is sex a bad
When
thing
you're
for
young,
girls?
When you're young, yes.
For girls?
I think so. When you're young, because of us, how to hold men accountable here, because the things that we watch, the things that we see, because of pornos and that shit, pornos aren't made for women. Like when you see, bro, I used to see like they used to like
Unless it's
grab the-
lesbian porn,
grab
ladies.
the-
Get
even
yourself
that-
on
even
some
that-
gay
yo,
porn.
Pinky was damaging some women too.
Oh,
So, like,
shit.
Damaging.
I love how you have names. You just said that off the top of your head.
Nah, he's right still.
Yeah,
Who's
because-
Pinky? Huh?
she used to have like a strap on this long.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus
She used to, like,
Christ.
And her
Mash
body
up.
was built strong, Talia.
She was mashing.
Because
But like
No, you're right. You're right.
Got
But like,
flashbacks.
like because men learn like be honest, like before our first time, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Y'all try to do some research as to see what to do, right?
I'm not gonna lie.
We all played some Dolly House.
Before your first time you had sex,
Taking notes. Okay.
like you're like
Put
okay,
one leg up. Okay.
leg-
right.
yeah.
Let's pause.
Yep.
Okay.
bro. I was doing shit that I didn't even know I was. I'm like following. I'm like,
Yep.
you know, like how you
Turn back way.
how you
Okay.
practice your basketball moves, your layups.
Yeah.
Like,
Watching
we're doing that
mixtapes.
too.
Were you practicing on a real
No,
teenage
you're just
girl
like
or
doing your
not?
research.
And,
Like,
it's like,
Okay, let me
what you
know.
gonna do to
what
this
you're gonna
girl?
do when it's your time.
You know?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And then when the
So-
time comes, because we learn most men learn sex through porno, and pornos aren't made for women. So that's why like
Teach
what
them
Drew
how to
said,
be aggressive with
it's
women
like
and
aggressive.
A lot of
It's just like
dirty stuff.
it's just like
you
beer. Like I had to learn that you don't have to always go.
Yeah. It can be slow.
It could be
It
like-
can take time. Angles.
The basics.
Angles.
I don't want my daughter to get crushed. That's it. That's just
what
of
I'm
it.
saying?
I don't want my daughter to get
Come
crushed.
here.
Huh? I don't want my daughter to get
So let me
crushed.
ask
But
a
what if
question.
your
Let me ask
daughter
a-
wants to get
Hold on,
crushed?
No, she
Hold
cannot
on.
get crushed, huh?
Let me ask this question. Why do you not want
He wants-
your
he
daughter
want-
to get crushed? Hold on, let me
Thank
ask
you,
that.
thank you,
Why
thank
do
you.
you want your
Because
daughter not to get
He
crushed?
wants
way-
Canada
Be honest.
Dry. You don't want
Why?
crush.
Be
Because
honest.
the way I dealt with girls.
Thank you.
Why would I want someone to do that to
It's
my
up there,
daughter?
Steve. It's up there.
So back to your original question.
It's
Like,
there.
come on. We've all done some crazy stuff.
yeah.
Mamba out.
So like
You're stupid.
So back to your original question, like that's why most men view it that way. Like, oh, sorry, what did you say? Like,
it's just
Why don't-
I
is
found it
sex bad for-
interesting. Yeah, the language you was
Sex is
using.
a great question.
the language.
What
we-
this
we-
it's happening to his daughter. What happened to that girl to happen to his daughter, as if sex is happening, which
Because
is
when we're
really
young,
funny.
is viewed, like I said, is viewed more for like the men experience versus the women experience. Because that's what we're taught through. Like,
How do
would
we
it be
change that,
music video?
guys? How do we change the
I'll
narrative
also-
Man, talk to them
about?
beforehand.
And you gotta remember, it's not just even the sex. It's what we were doing before the sex.
Whether it be
because
the conversations,
the conversations, the abusive. Yo, that thing. That's why certain men don't want to have girl daughters, because they know half the time they did certain things to women, and that creeps up.
I'll
Have
also,
any
I'll
of you
also,
guys
I'll also
ever-
add
It happens
this.
to your kids or your kids' kids.
I'll also add this too. It's more so that we know too that it's less likely that our daughter's gonna be with this guy for the rest of her life. So it's just like,
But that's her journey, though.
of course, but as a parent or whatever,
You're gonna get
or even even me, I'm an older brother.
get the
Even me, I'm
rifle
an
walk.
older brother to a little sister. I'm a protective dude.
yeah, it leaves
You know what I mean?
it leaves you in a vulnerable state where you
So-
can't protect. So that's why most men feel that way.
Yeah.
They don't want that
You
experience.
can,
Are
you can train your men to, you know what I'm saying? Be,
What?
but-
My
A
boy?
little more
Tell your dad so much for the
compassionate
children here.
and sensitive, when it comes to sex. What were you gonna ask?
I can't now.
Are you a feminist?
I am absolutely a feminist.
I like you just answer that straight up.
Absolutely.
Are you guys a feminist in the room?
Women,
Are you pro-feminist?
I'm joking. Yes.
We have to Google the actual.
Wait, you want hot takes, right? Yeah,
Am
women, opinion.
no, the question is,
I don't want to hear the woman's version. I want the actual version.
But it's women
So
who
now
are
you're saying
defining
that there's two different versions.
Oh yeah.
feminism.
Oh yeah. There's
say-
actually 4 if you want to be precise. There's remixes.
Actually, could you tell us what feminism means?
For me, feminism means equality.
Bah!
What
What?
was that?
Equality.
Quality.
for
Oh,
all.
that's
I'm gonna
right.
leave it there, because if I try to be more specific, then it's gonna become exclusive. It's gonna exclude people. So I just, for me, feminism just means equality for all.
Did you learn feminism here or back home?
Here,
So did learning about feminism here change your views on certain stuff that you learned back home, or
Of
did you have
course.
those views before?
a mixture of both, but then like I study. I'm a sociology major, so coming from an academic space, there's things that I didn't think about or consider before 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
Right.
even though I'm in this country 11 years. You know what I'm saying? So it did add to it though. Like, why didn't I feel comfortable with certain things that seem like seem
norm.
like the norm, right? Like, why am
Yeah.
I not comfortable? And then
Do you give
know,
examples?
academia gave some
Explanations
context to
and-
that.
Yeah.
For example, like, let's say we're talking about sex, like growing up, and I want to, I think it's good. This is a good topic because a lot of women that I've talked to about this feel this way. It's like sex is never enjoyable for a girl in her teens. I mean, let's not pretend like people ain't having sex in their teens, because they do be having sex, right?
Flinging it. Yep.
You know, dashing it out, doing all this, sex wasn't enjoyable for a girl. Majority of women don't even experience their first orgasm until in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? Why?
In their 40s.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. They need to learn this.
Not
And then
my
the farther
exes.
back you go in time, they're not experiencing that at all.
Not my exes.
So,
You're so
Why?
annoying.
And that's because
So-
guys don't know what they're doing. They're just rabbiting, like, you know?
It's not that. It's not even just that guys don't know what they're doing. It's because the guys don't even care. It didn't matter before.
That's exactly why I don't want my daughter to get crushed. You just said it,
Number
huh?
one,
That's
it's up there,
exactly the
Steve.
reason.
That's what I'm
Like I
saying. How do
said-
we change? How do we change things for the future? We're constantly progressing, right? We're human beings. We're evolving, right? How can we change the narrative but still enjoy dancehall?
But,
Still enjoy
the
life.
hip hop, the dance, all this is gonna forever
People just
there.
have to learn how to separate.
But
Yeah.
But something interesting, you said it has to be equal. So do you feel like men and women have to be equal? Or
You
are
feel
equal?
like men and women are.
Or are equal? Or
What
should
are
be
you
equal?
asking? You're asking if there are
we go.
are they, or do I believe
Do
they
I
are?
believe? Do you believe?
Men and women are.
Or either or doesn't matter.
No, do you believe
Do I
men
believe
and women
people
are equal?
are? Do I believe all people have equal value? Yes.
100%. But you said your
Do-
words of feminist is
Men and women are equal.
equal.
Are men and women treated differently and unequally? Yes, men and women are treated unequally.
treated unequally.
Well, what's the definition? What's the definition of feminism?
This is gonna. I want to hear
No.
this.
You said men and women.
Which what men dictionary you using?
Nope.
Webster, Oxford.
Oxford.
Negro, Black History Month, the Negro.
Let's hear it, because most feminists will tell you that feminism should be defined by the individual. But so let's hear. There's no there
that's
cannot
even
be
better, 'cause
there
that
cannot
proves
be
my
a
point.
general definition of what it means to be a feminist.
That's why I
But
said it
let's
proves
just
my
hear
point,
this.
'cause it's
What's the-
remixed
what does a white man
DJ
dictionary
Khaled.
say?
But the dictionaries, from what I've been seeing,
Stanford.
this one in
Go to
particular
Stanford
says,
Go to Stanford.
Why
yes,
Stanford?
even
Is
at
Stanford a white
Stanford,
Mm-hmm.
feminism is all about all genders having equal rights and opportunities. It's about respecting diverse women's experience, identities, knowledge, strengths, and striving to empower all women to release their full rights. But the only reason why I said
equality
it
for
depends
all.
on the definition, because it goes back to what she just said that I just started. That it's been remixed in the past few years, that you can say feminist or feminism, and then there's no actual content to it. So that's why I said I am, but there's levels.
Because for the
levels.
do you mean there's
feminism, even since its conception, has evolved, right? Has gone through different waves. So, for example,
What wave are
you
we
know,
in now?
for the fourth wave, I don't know.
Holy,
the
not
Me
the-
Too, the Me
not the
Too
vid.
movement wave. I don't
Not the
know.
vid.
I don't.
Can I say-
But like for example, like when
Yeah, fourth wave feminism
is
is
it-
actually a term.
Yeah. So are we in the gray area? Are we in the orange? Are we in the red? Which area are we in? No, I actually want to know, because
it's
kinda shaky right now.
It
Let-
is.
let
It's
her-
hard.
let
And
her-
this
let her
is
say what she gonna
feminism.
say.
This is feminism's the
X.
problem with feminists, right? Feminists will critique feminists, and like, why are we still having the same issues? Maybe not the same degree, but why are we still
Because-
having these issues that we've had like for centuries, multiple centuries?
What are some of those feminist issues that are still?
please
like
spread light.
like there now we still, for me, even from my personal experience, there's no way to completely eliminate these implicit biases that we have about women against women. So even if, and I don't know what
Like-
that number is now, I'm getting there.
Okay.
And I don't know what those numbers are now about equal pay, because you can, or not equal pay, because you can skew numbers, statistics to support any point, any idea, right? So I'll speak from my personal experience. There's just so many things, so many different areas of my life where men just do things to women, And it's like this is a part of the norm. The way men talk about women, the way men treat women, the way men have a solidarity between them, a type of solidarity that women don't have. This it's like this abstract thing that just pervades everyday life. Like you can't really get rid of it. It's coming from that place.
Could you name some examples?
Like just love talk. Men just love talking over women. Just love talking. You want, if there's a group of guys in the room while I'm sitting here, I'll get ignored at some point by one of you. Like I didn't say something.
Let's go back to
at some point that'll happen, and we all know it's happening, and it's normal. You will be out with the boys, and there's one or two, and you'll just talk over a girl, and she'll ask you something, and you'll ignore her, and you know it. He knows. We all heard that question, and it was like. It just happens so often. It's like you don't even think about it twice.
You're bringing me back to my gender studies days.
You know what I'm saying?
Also,
that's a typical everyday example.
Also, mansplaining is one. Just to give you
mansplaining is another.
Mansplaining,
you know.
What is that?
Would you like to elaborate?
What is mansplaining?
No, I don't want to.
What are these terms you guys are using?
Oh my God, you're so funny.
Get that nigga right.
I don't really see though men talking over women like that. Unless this is a podcast, you know what I mean? But we're all hyped up.
It happens.
But I don't really see that.
It happens.
Does it?
It happens.
Yeah.
I think it's just the way we are when it comes to men. Like we have to be heard.
I really don't see that.
Or not wanting to be shown up by a girl. It's such a thing. God forbid if a girl is better at me at something. It's like Jesus Christ, bro.
You know what it is? For my opinion,
it's fear of being emasculated.
From what
it's
I
crazy.
see is that there is a very you're right. Like there's levels to this feminism thing because feminism like what? Sorry,
Feminism.
I'm just wrapping my head around it. You know when you're wrapping your head around
Ladies
something?
and gentlemen, that's how much men don't understand feminism.
Can't even say the word.
Yeah, there's just so much going on.
I bet he can't say egg girl, take cocky.
Yeah, but he can't say feminism.
No. You know the reason why I'm
easy.
doing,
Who you ramping? You want it easy?
so the only reason why I struggle to say it because for the past 3 months I've had these conversations with women about this, and it's like I said, this word has been remixed to a degree where it's like. It is like pressing the tab button.
It's one of the issues.
Instead of it's being pressed space by space, it's going from tab to tab. Mm-hmm. It's like they want men to have equal, like to treat them with the same respect, but still women will degrade and demasculate a man, but still want a man to be a man, and then want men to do certain things, but then don't want men to do certain things because women need to do it. So it's like men are like. You know the question mark with the guy with a whole heap of question marks all over it? It's like, where do I go from here?
That doesn't have anything to do with like feminism in general, though.
It is.
To a certain degree.
When I mean like those are just culture wars that are going on between men and women. Like it's like culture wars. Like like you said, one woman will say, I like red. Then you say, oh, women like red. Then another one will tell you blue. And you're like, oh, well, this one just tell me blue. But you have to like adjust.
No, it's a real issue. It's a real issue.
That's why I said this word has been remixed so much.
No, but don't focus on the word too much.
No, but it's true. It's true. It's a legitimate point.
That's the reason why it's
a legitimate point, and that's why feminism has gone through these different waves of trying to change it. And before, what it meant to be feminist was a movement to protect white women. It didn't include colored women. So now, what does it mean to be a woman? And now you have people feminists who criticize feminism and say feminism needs to not define what it means to be a woman, because once you define it, it becomes exclusionary. It starts to exclude people who define themselves in a way that's not. But that's not gonna cover.
So you have womanists.
What do you define a woman?
Aren't you forgetting the?
So, and then that's a real issue. I couldn't remember the title. It's called Only Paradoxes to Offer. It's a very popular book by a feminist called Joan Scott, and she was criticizing feminism and saying, okay, feminists, women, paradoxes in what it means to be a feminist, right? Women want to seek equality, but by asking for equality, they point to their differences in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that. Women want to ask for equality, but then they want to say, oh, a man should be a man. They have to resign. They have to give up these benefits of what it meant to be back in the day.
This is the remix.
This unequal meaning of being a woman, which means you have to stop trying to compete with other girls. You got to stop trying to be a beautiful. You got to stop being so obsessed with beauty because this you have to focus on other things like develop. Yeah, you have to develop you as a person and stop trying to develop things, these vague characteristics of what it makes you to be a woman. Because what does it really mean to be a woman? You know what I'm saying?
And this is
they're focusing on all the wrong things like beauty.
And
you have to
that's
give up that. You have to give up being soft and fragile. You have to give up that if you really want equality.
So
you have to go break your back and help lift up the piano if you want equality.
And
that's
then
just
the
facts.
same ones that want to not say this don't want to break them back and say it's a man's job to carry piano. So it's like, where do we go?
Yeah, it's
from
tough.
here?
It's tough.
Yeah.
You were saying.
So, question: the basic concept of feminism and
Mike.
What it
the
means.
basic concept of feminism and womanism and all these other things is basically woman, men, equality, and of course I'm all for it. Yes, but can you be 100% a feminist? Can you fully accept? Because I ask this because, like you said before, God forbid a woman is better than a man in certain things and all goes to hell. Man, if you get dunked on by a woman, then what?
They're calling them a nigger, right? They're calling them a whole dude.
I guarantee you that man is livid. That man is going to be pissed. They're not going to say, oh, great job. No way ain't no way a man is going to let a woman, especially if they're dedicated in their field, their sport, whatever. Me personally, basketball. Ain't no way a woman's dunking on me. Ain't no way a woman's gonna bring up me.
You don't think Brittany Griner can dunk on you?
I wish he would on his way. This guy said,
Can a WNBA player beat you in a one-on-one?
That is a good question.
Depends who. It better be
Depends
like.
on who though.
I really want to say like it better be Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops. She better be like Hall of Famer.
So they have to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I really do think so. No, real shit. Because I'm really thinking to myself, give me a wig, I'm dropping 50 a game in the WNBA. Give me a wig. Give me an altar top, I'm going for 50 a game. Give me a wig.
I was gonna go
lace front.
Will Chamberlain.
Yes.
I was gonna go into something, but I'm gonna divert. I was gonna say something related to that, but I'm gonna divert. I'm gonna go way left.
Yeah.
Way left.
No, I'm dead serious. Give me a wig. I'm Tristy, yes.
Tristina.
Yes, give me the ball. Women's rights, give me the ball. First woman with her own shoe. Play with me. Give me a wig.
And that's what you said. When you get into that mindset, there's
but is it
there.
But
and that's when it.
And once again, I'm all for women's rights.
But let's be realistic.
I grew up with all women. I'm single mother. Yes, as much as I talk shit, yes, I'm really. Obviously, it's a joke thing, but once again. Me personally,
he's not joking about the basketball part.
No, but let's be realistic.
I told you yes. Basketball, like I really hoop.
He's
and if I put on a wig,
feminist.
I'm going for 50 a game. But I'm getting my own shoe.
Let's be realistic.
I'm getting my own shoe.
Let's be realistic. The highest.
And no dude, once again, in their perspective,
you're gonna get your own brand of pastry.
You're
I rated a prima pasta.
You don't remember pastry? No, pastry. The shoe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, whack. Ew, no, but something, Nike, whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Any dude, once again, as inclusion and as feminist as it is, a dude who has dedicated his life to wherever. People hate Nicki Minaj because she's better than most rappers out here. Come on now.
And they hold Nicki Minaj to such a, she talks about
she
it too. You know she has a podcast? Or does she still? Or she had at some point?
People
she talked about it too. She's like, people hold her, this is why it's so hard for her in the rap game because she's a talented black woman. People hold her to a different standard than they will.
The only reason why people will
rappers.
accept her is because she has the body and there's the sex appeal. But she
Thank
actually
you.
can. So, as much as I'm all for feminism, I don't think every
nobody
dude
can
is going to be
say
100.
that word.
Feminism.
Feminism.
I want to okay. You know what I'm saying, though.
I'm about to get cancelled.
All right.
Anyway, so that's my little point. Once again, yes, there can be equality. I think women even.
But you think
there
equality?
Can't be 100%.
There's equality, but they're not equal.
No,
what you're saying.
I agree.
Yeah, they're not equal. No.
It's hard to be.
For me,
I want them to be more. I want the line to be closer.
Men and women are not
I want
equal.
the line to be closer,
please
but it's not.
explain what you
Especially
mean.
in physical prowess, it's not equal. That's 100%. Not equal.
Because if
Like you take the highest, you take the highest skilled athletes in the world, and you take the highest
Let me
skilled
rock my
female
pocket.
athletes in the world. They still can't beat the men.
Have you ever read the paper called Throwing Like a Girl, where they examined why is it that women and men perform different physically?
What did they say? Give us a
Testosterone?
synopsis.
Testosterone.
At the end of the day, what they found that is that separate from the obvious difference physically, the reproductive systems, there is no real difference, and there's no between men and women. There's no way to really tell that, because women over the centuries have been groomed to be a woman. You know what I mean? You're groomed to not you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're groomed to reserve yourself. You're groomed psychologically, physically, spiritually. I'm telling you, this is how far. It's not me. This is work done centuries ago. I'm referencing something done centuries ago.
So you're saying it's like the giraffe thing?
Huh?
The giraffes.
Huh?
Like, you know why the giraffes have long necks? It's because centuries
don't
over
know.
centuries,
They have to
the
reach taller
trees start
trees.
getting higher and higher. So what eventually happened, the species with the short necks, for the giraffe species with
Passed
short
away?
necks, they died out.
Okay.
So what you're saying basically, trying to mansplain here.
No, that's cool for all the mans out
for all
there
the
that
men.
need to
So what you're
understand.
saying is over
Evolution.
centuries, evolution.
Cut
The
out the
reason
weak.
why women are built the
Behave
way
differently,
they are.
because even if they were to say, okay, let me throw a ball, they don't really, they won't do it, they won't commit to it the same way a man will commit to doing something. So that's why over centuries you'll see us behave differently.
You don't
Walk
think that
like
you
a
don't, you
girl.
don't,
But that
You've
means we're
been
not-
trained to talk like a girl, walk like a girl, sit like a girl. You know what I'm saying? Be quiet, this and that and this and that. So of course men and women perform differently.
And that's why we're not equal.
And that's
Physically.
why, well, now, we
Yeah,
are
no.
not equal. I said that. We're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
treated equally. We don't experience life the same at all.
Yeah,
I know. What is he doing?
I don't know if the evolution thing is quite true. It makes sense, but I don't know. I just think that genetically wise, that
That's
physically
okay,
wise,
guys. Read books.
no,
Not
I'm
to
not gonna
read books.
Nah,
Comes a real.
like
captions.
like you go like look, listen, you go on Netflix, you watch the Physical 100.
Jeez.
I haven't seen
You
that.
watched
but
that?
I've seen that with the
Yes.
was wrestling
The woman, like
it's
there are
so
some
funny.
there are some talented women in there,
Yeah.
but they still cannot compete with some of the talented guys physical wise,
Okay.
right? And that's all I'm just
So is
saying.
it fair for me to say that all men are stupid?
It's okay.
depends
You
on
say
what.
that
All men are
Men are
stupid?
smart.
Women
Depends
say it all
on
the
No,
time.
I'm like
Women are smarter than men. It's just so many dangerous things come
It's
out
just-
of that play. I'm not saying it's either true or not true. I'm just saying when we accept these as whole universal truths and this is the way they are, it's dictated by nature. Like you're saying, it's science and genetics.
nature, nurture?
It's
Nature.
dictated by nature. Then without acknowledging the roles, the parts that we've played into why things are the way they are, then we have dangerous situations happening, like
Drew
men
was about to
and
pee his
like
pants.
Yeah, yeah.
sexism.
I get what you're saying,
Drew
but
was
I
about to
don't
pee his
think
pants. Let him talk before him, boss.
So are you saying
because you know what, bro? I'm
ahead.
gonna say this.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
since you was
Girls
talking.
are actually stronger than guys up to a certain point, up until a certain
I'm
age.
not disagreeing with
All right,
that.
up until a certain
I
age.
would love to see a man deliver a baby.
Huh? That
But
part,
like-
I'm
I would
not
like to see a
that
woman
part,
get
I will
kicked in the
never deny.
nuts.
I
We're
will.
not gonna talk about that.
How hard?
I will never deny that.
I mean, we've been getting raped over the centuries. Should we
you're
go
right.
there?
Can we, please?
Anyway, let's not do that. That's a bad game to play. Let's not play.
No,
Speaking
no.
of,
Please, let me finish.
Go on,
Since we keep
go on.
cutting him off. Or
No, I'm just taking this in.
It's all time.
I have nothing to say about the rape thing. The pregnancy thing, I absolutely agree. That is probably the hardest thing.
Stop lying. You're just saying.
No,
that
I'm
shit.
so serious.
How will we know?
Huh?
We're never gonna know.
We're never gonna know, but I don't want to
Yeah,
do it.
we just say that.
I'm glad I
because
don't want to know.
The reason why
Ask
men.
Arnold Schwarzenegger
The reason
in
why
the
men
movie.
say that, like, yes, it's so tough. Is
because of the physical
Nah, like-
toll that it takes on a woman's body when she's
Yeah, we
delivering
just have
a
to
baby.
agree.
Nah,
But
there's
we
some-
don't know.
Yeah. There's some credit I'll give women. Like they get periods every month. All we just
That shit I couldn't deal with.
yeah, I can't deal with that.
Yo, if I had periods every month, I wouldn't work. Y'all work.
Yeah. So that
I would have
part-
to,
really
I would
be a
have to
president
have
with
7
says,
days
get your
off
money.
every month.
Get your
Are you
money.
stupid?
You said what you wanted to say because he's gonna explode.
No, this guy keeps saying
Sorry,
like the
my
most
bad.
like the most thing we get is wet dreams. You know what I mean? So
Pause.
nah, you never got a wet dream.
Pause. Don't ask me that.
Fire and brimstone. What kind of?
He's gonna hit you.
That's the most thing we deal with. That's the most whatever. That's the most thing we
What
deal
kind
with,
of
right?
dream?
So the pregnancy thing, I agree with. You know, you guys do it, and the period thing, that you guys do it so much. But I'm just saying, physically wise, it's just if y'all were really meant to be dominant as we are, then it would have
Oh
happened.
my God! Somebody else talk, please.
I'm so serious.
So
Cause yo,
when
no, let me just say this. I don't
Oh
care.
my
Yo,
God.
we're fucking without rules, men are animals. Without rules in society, we're all
That's
animals, bro.
Your human
I
society.
can-
Are you,
That's
we're
everybody.
all
so
animals, huh?
based on what you're saying based on physical strength. Physical strength is people.
Yo,
can't talk
stuttering
either now.
words.
If
when they're related to a
men
man, she
deserve
has to
to be
stutter, that's
dominant, and it's only natural that men are dominant because they're more physically strong.
We don't deserve it. It's just the way it is.
because they're more physically strong.
And I can say we're rational too. We're more rational.
You can't have it all. You say
No,
if
we
you're
are
physically,
more
if
rational,
you're gonna
huh?
cling to being physically strong,
kinda-
then I'm
kinda
gonna
lost what
cling
happened.
to women
Or what?
being more intelligent.
I mean,
If you want to have that, go ahead.
you want to have it, go ahead.
So
can
we
have
can.
intelligence.
So shouldn't
But
women
I'm
be?
not gonna. Yeah, you know, we'll
There's
leave
a
it like
gap. There's a gap.
that. Please finish it.
You want to see him dig a hole for himself.
I'm not gonna dig a hole. Huh? All right.
You
So,
want that take? You got that
so,
take.
so if I'm not gonna say women are not intelligent because they are intelligent. Men are
certain
intelligent too.
They thank you for that. Thank you for
Somebody else save
Who
him,
built the
please.
car? Who built?
Nah,
who
dig
built-
yes.
Who built the
Dig
cars?
it.
Who built cars? Who built infrastructure?
the views on
created
this
the light bulbs?
podcast does not reflect-
Holy shit!
Huh?
Are you saying there aren't
view-
important
wait. The views on
important
this-
inventions
I
by
haven't
women?
se- What,
Tell
wait,
me.
pause.
I'm not saying they're
Oh
not.
my
That did not come out of my mouth.
Wait, pause.
That did not
One
come out of my
second.
mouth.
Everybody silence.
I'm not having this
That did not
conversation.
come out of my
wait.
mouth.
The views on this podcast does not reflect mine. Okay, continue.
It reflects mine.
You remember he has to
Okay.
go home to his girl too, right? So it's good.
Drew, what are you gonna say? Me can't
All
manage
I
him.
was gonna say.
Nah, man. Finish.
Yeah, man.
Finish.
I agree with the
Can't.
rights, but if that's the case, like how you said, that is genetically from our past and we need to change it, then that's the case with certain men. They will throw, if that's the case about equality, then a woman should be able to pay for first date, ask a man out.
Huh? Well,
Are you
how-
dating
that's
women who don't want to pay for the first pay on?
How are
There-
we- wait,
who get petty over that?
Mind
Sorry.
you,
How are we on this again? Why are we on this?
No,
again?
because
How are we
she
on
was
this
talking about it just a few
Equality,
minutes ago.
equality
about
in general.
So what I'm saying is, if that is the case, because you said, how can we change it?
How can
the
we
thing
get-
is,
yeah.
the fact of the matter is, if we're going to talk about equality, let's go straight across the board, because it's the same
Absolutely.
group
Absolutely.
that says
It's
that
true.
they have rights and they have rights to experience and they could do things, but then want the man to be the first one to ask, the man to be the one to spend, the man to be the one to
lift
go out
things.
and to
We're
lift and
all-
carry. So if that's the case, then women.
But you have to understand, like, from my experience viewing these stuff, and again, it's just a lot of culture wars going on, right? But if you actually find someone that is interested in you,
Those
lot of
things
this
don't really
stuff-
matter, right?
those things.
I
don't
It's
really
like,
matter.
agree.
what?
I'm not disagreeing.
But I'm saying like we're having these culture wars on like women versus men, and we're not monoliths. Men aren't
No,
monoliths.
but
Women
we're-
aren't monoliths.
But that's what feminists are doing.
but
What are feminists doing?
The war against
I don't
men.
even know what a feminist is anymore. I'm
Feminism
lost.
isn't. You have to understand
Or-
that people go to
Lost.
extremes, just like how some people from
and the extremes is going into people's heads.
feminism is not a war against men. That's ridiculous.
You want to go
just said
tell
men are
TikTok
trash.
that?
One of your first
You want to
things
go
you
tell
said-
YouTube that?
You just said
wanna
men
go
are
tell-
trash.
Yeah, women are trash too. Men. That's why the dating scene
Say
in
it loud.
Toronto
Say it
is
loud.
trash.
Say it loud.
You sound like Drewskey. You're 50-50.
It's true. It's true.
understand.
That's why what he's talking about. He's like,
So can I
women
ask you a
need to
question?
not
Yeah.
talk about men need to do this and men need to do that, but then say equality. It's true.
Where
It has to be equal right across the board, or just accept that there's some kind of
So-
difference,
Thank you.
and that and with that difference, there's gonna be one class dominating another class,
Bomb.
and we don't want that, right? And it introduces so many other problems that people who don't fall into this binary, this two ways of identifying gender. There's just so many problems come out of that.
Especially
so
this
it's
young
better
generation.
if we just learn to not see sex and learn not to see color.
And
It's
especially
just
in this
better.
young generation right now that we're going into.
Yeah, bro.
They're seeing this and
Crazy.
implementing it at a young age.
Yeah,
Just-
something to say?
Yeah.
So what? Like, I feel like I'm gonna.
You just got out of the hole. You want to put him back in the hole.
I was never in a hole.
You want to help him get it?
Huh?
He
I was never
was
in a hole.
still thinking, huh?
Get that nigga right.
I just want to say, so you believe men and women are equal, correct?
I believe men and women should be treated
Equal.
equally.
I agree, but do you believe men and women are equal?
I do not believe men and women are treated equally now. What exactly
I
are you,
like how
are
she
you
tried to-
asking?
I know
So
she's
this is what happened. and I'll
switching.
What are you trying to ask?
He's saying
I'm
that you're
trying
not
to-
answering the question directly.
yeah.
Equal how?
Tab.
I'm asking you. Do you think men and women are equal? Equal.
Oh, you're asking me for my
treated fairly. I agree. We should be treated fairly.
Yes, men and
Equal.
men and women have equal value. Yes,
You're still
That's not the
absolutely.
question.
Actually, you're still not
Tab.
answering the question.
That's not the question.
Men I understand your question.
It's
You
a yes or
understand?
no
You
thing.
understand?
It's a yes or no question.
Yes, men
You
and
actually
women
are
are
sounding
equal.
like me at that point.
She understands, huh?
I don't understand. Yes,
Are
men and
women
women
and
are
men-
equal. They're both equally valuable. I don't understand.
Now you answered the question. You didn't answer the question.
I wasn't
before.
answering. Oh, that's
No,
my
no.
mistake.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm glad I
Like
could
I
answer.
see,
That's
for
why
you.
you kept. That's why you kept going back
She
to.
turned
It.
so
I'm glad
so
I.
quick.
I'm
I'm
glad.
sorry. I apologize.
But like, just to move on from this, like the only point I have to make, then we move on. Feminism, are men and women equal to me? No, we're not equal. Feminism, is it about equality? It's more about equity,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Totally.
Like everyone should get the fair.
I agree.
Women should be paid the same.
100%.
They treat certain things men do, you shouldn't like do it because it's a woman.
Facts.
Like for example, if Artez drop his phone and I don't pick it up because he's a man, he's gonna pick it up. If a woman drop their phone, I'm gonna pick it up because I'm gonna see the opportunity to do something.
Yeah.
You gotta cut all
Yeah,
that
I
out.
agree.
Stuff off.
100%.
And as for the culture wars and stuff, like Canada and US, they're currently in active war with other countries right now, right?
Facts.
Are you guys in the front line doing anything?
Nope.
Nope. All right. So why do we feel the need to be in these culture wars that might not affect us
That's facts.
or like people that are around us?
What do you mean? What kind of culture wars?
So
What
culture
do you-
wars
what
that are
do you
go,
mean?
oh, who's pays for the date? Why women are saying that?
Because it affects all of us in our everyday life, and we all.
It doesn't really. For example, like I'm in a relationship. Those stuff not gonna affect you. You're in a relationship. Those culture war stuff is not gonna affect you on a larger scale.
But
You might
yeah,
have
at
some
one
issue.
point.
Might have some issues like between
Individually
in
you're
the
talking
relationship.
Okay,
individually.
can I explain how that affects me in my day-to-day life
Sure.
every single day?
Sure. My bad, bro.
When I go to Home Depot with my man and I ask the guy, "Hey, can I have some help?" I call him over here and he acts like I don't exist. And
No, I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the culture wars in terms of dating, not the feminism.
in terms of dating.
yeah, like
well-
why women don't do this? Why you don't pay for dates?
Okay,
I'm talking those
specifically
stuff.
about dates, no, it's not gonna affect me unless I have
Yeah,
a
I'm not talking
daughter
about the
or
feminism,
something.
the microaggressions,
Yeah,
and
he's
all that.
talking
stuff.
Okay,
But did
then-
it not
Other
affect you
stuff.
in the beginning?
Yeah.
It did affect her in the beginning when they first started, correct?
And if I have children, if I have children, it's gonna affect me again. So what do you mean?
How would it affect you if you have kids?
Because
gonna
their
help
problems
them.
are gonna be my problems,
Your
and the
dating
things.
life?
Well, if my daughter is coming home depressed and she's not eating for a week and she's smoking weed now because she's depressed over a guy who doesn't want to spend more than who only wants to take her to McDonald's, I'm gonna think about that. What are you talking about?
Shut up, please.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
sound.
Don't bring up
Sound.
McDonald's, please.
She's
Sound.
vegetarian, but he only wants to go to McDonald's. That's gonna.
I mean,
I
I mean, she can always get a happy meal. She can always get a happy
I
meal.
no, I
She can always get a happy meal.
She's vegan.
Huh?
She's vegan.
She could
She's
also
vegan.
meal.
I don't know. It's
Filet.
hypothetical.
Okay, then she
vegan
can get the
daughter.
plant based.
Oh my god.
She can get the 100%
McDonald's
plant
has,
based.
love this
McDonald's has
podcast.
that
A large
Got
fry.
plant
Come
based.
on.
Got plant based.
I don't
A
know.
large
We're
fry.
all
You're missing
gonna
the
get
point.
together.
We're all going down, guys. Hold
I didn't
hands.
see anyone that's not happy getting a happy meal.
Fucking idiot. That's what you did.
No, I've never
He's
seen
not
anyone
serious.
not be happy getting a happy
Keep
meal.
been saying this. He's been plotting
All right,
this.
let's
toes down.
Let's switch to
Oh,
switch up a
God.
little bit though. Can you explain again? Not that you speak for all women.
Okay,
but
because I don't.
Can you explain or help me understand woman intuition?
Please.
Again, it's another one of those things where like, you know, men, when we try to explain the difference between men and women, because in man's pursuit to understand himself, he created this definition for himself, which he could only come up with by distinguishing an other. You know what I'm saying? And so where I'm going with this is to say women became the other, and man is, you following me?
Huh?
Are you following me so far?
Huh? Talk about that.
So are you
Hold on.
I have to
I'm trying to
explain this to you see where I'm going. And as a result, men define themselves with masculine traits, being strong, being this and this, and so women got assigned things like intuition. A woman is no more intuitive or closer to nature, is deemed to raise children or any more nurturing than men are. It's just another sexist idea that's been perpetuated
So you don't
through the
agree
centuries.
into this whole woman intuition thing?
We've been raised to be men and women are intuitive, and men and women are feminine, and men and women are masculine, have masculine and feminine traits. So no, just like how we raise women to be feminine, to act like a girl, walk and talk like a girl, we raise her to have some third eye. You know what I'm saying? And that's why men don't know.
Yeah, I heard the Jamaican. Go ahead.
Do you have a?
For wash, cook, and clean for themselves.
I do. I've been saying this.
No, you say you do. But do you really, to a girl standard?
you-
Because when men say, they wash, cook, and clean, do you wash the bathroom, but you wash the wall them too, or you just wash the top stand? You wash the walls, you just wash the top
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with
I
you.
do.
There's some.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. There's some women that spend more time washing their wig than a wall. So let's not get into that.
That too.
Let's just not get into that.
The point I'm trying to make is we
Respectfully.
raise women to be a certain way and we raise men to be a certain way, and as a result women act differently from men. So we tend to say things like women are more intuitive than men, and men are more everything else.
So I don't know.
Thank you. It's so true.
I hear you saying, but I'm not gonna respectfully disagree.
That's 100%
Respectfully
okay.
disagree.
That's okay.
Oh,
And,
no,
and why I
still
say that is because even our mothers, bro, you know how they are. Our dads can let us do whatever we want, pretty much, with some boundaries, obviously. But our mothers are always on us.
She was raised to be the way she is
No, she's not. That's just.
by society.
I was born in her womb for 9 months, and she just cares for me like
You're
that.
saying your mother didn't have
No.
any societal
No,
pressures.
I think that's just naturally in women. If you look at a dog too, when the dog gives birth, like no, or any animal.
So let me ask you.
Or any animal, or any animal when they give birth. When an animal gives birth, they don't even want the fathers to come near their children, and they chase them away. Am I lying?
Let's
So you're
stick to
talking
talking
about
about.
Nurturing.
Yeah,
So
nurturing.
that's just in you
Naturally
guys.
nurturing,
It's a natural thing that I think God just blessed women to have.
And that's one of the narratives when we began to really oppress women, especially in the rise of capitalism. This is one of the narratives, like how we'll say the same narrative where white people paint for say black
people.
men are this and black people are this for oppress them. That's one of the narratives that was painted, glorifying women as this close to nature type of thing. So are you saying if a woman doesn't want to, there's so many women who can't have children, don't want to have children, don't have a patient bone in their body, you bring your 2-year-old around her that's talking back to you, she finna knock them the fuck out. Are you saying she's not a woman? She's not a real woman? She's not a healthy woman? Because she's not nurturing? Is that what you're saying, sir?
I've known some women that said, "Oh, I don't want a kid," but when they do have a kid, their whole perspective.
You're not
changes.
answering my question.
Okay, let me answer. What is the
Fire
question?
back.
What's the question? Say it again.
Off the hip.
What about those
You want me to-
women
Sorry, go ahead.
who are just not nurturing, who don't care to be mother, they don't care for children. They don't give a fuck about children. They don't have the patience for children. They can't. What about women who don't like children?
Are they mothers
not-
themselves?
Whether or not they're mothers.
Are they mothers?
Are you talking? There's mothers who hate their own children. You know that, right?
Because them unruly.
Abuse their.
They're just unruly.
Is she
But
not a
they're
woman?
They still feed them.
Abuse them in what way?
I don't know, bro. Maybe she
Alright,
prioritized
can I-
her
can I
drug
answer?
obsession over her children, which is
Drug
not.
obsession, yeah, then that's drugs. But I don't. A fully normal woman, I don't think is gonna be hating on her kids or anything like
I
that.
think men are equally nurturing to their children as women. I don't
If she's
know
on drugs,
a
yeah.
decent dude who don't love his. You're trying to say that women love
Naturally.
their children
Yes.
more than men do.
Unconditionally.
So when a woman withholds her children from a man, she have the right to do that. Because she love him more, so she have all the say about a woman. Is that what you're
When
saying?
she will,
That was
no.
fire.
When she
That
will hold
There's
her,
so many problems. So many
Wait,
problems
time
come out of
Vin
saying
thinking,
things
huh?
like that.
when she will holds what? When she will holds what?
Her children away from him.
From a man.
Yeah,
Like in a custody case.
she has the right to do that.
Does she have the right to do that?
Yeah, the children are more naturally hers, right?
Look,
I get what she's saying.
That's a
Keep
court
digging.
case. That's
You
that's,
have-
that's on that's on the court case.
over here chilling.
You know,
But why did
Introduce-
she do that? It's either out of pity or spite.
I'm not saying she.
Can
I'm
I
not saying
Can I
she's.
interject?
Sure.
The tag team. Woo.
Okay.
Why would it be out of spite? As you said, right? Women are more nurturing. They're gonna love their kids more than men.
I didn't say that.
And that you say.
That's
I didn't say, huh?
Yo, bombo.
No, no, they are more nurturing.
Replay.
I didn't say they love their children more than men. I
you
said
did-
that.
you
No, I
literally
didn't.
said that.
Okay, go rewind the podcast. I did not say that shit.
Okay, let him correct himself.
I did not say. I said my dad would probably let me do whatever I want. I said mothers are more.
You said
Nurturing.
mothers
On
are
you.
gonna love their kids more than their. You said that.
Nurturing.
Bro.
Well, let's
I'm glad
let's
it was
see.
the
Let's
only
see.
one
We
who
can
heard
take it back.
that.
We can take it back. But I didn't. If I said that,
What
that's
did you
my
really
bad.
mean then, sir?
What I mean is that mothers are more nurturing than fathers. Didn't say that fathers don't love their children more.
Define nurturing.
More caring, loving. They're gonna make sure you're good at all times, feed you, pamper you.
Women do that with their children more than men. Mans them need to fix up if that's true. Do mans them out there agree with that?
Yeah.
Not her asking
That's
a question to
crazy.
the audience.
There's-
That's crazy.
No, we will.
I'm just
We will
saying.
provide work, put money on the table for the kids, and we will even love our kids. But at the end of the day, a mother is
I think a lot of men would disagree with you.
no. We'll see when the
No,
comment section
so
comes
let's
up.
pull the three men.
I
on the-
think
Do you disagree with that statement or agree with that statement?
I feel like there more mothers are
No,
going
wait,
to love
wait.
their child, but not. You know what I'm saying? Like
Is it an innate thing by nature?
no, it's
That's
individual.
crazy.
What?
It's individual. It's
What do you mean?
It's case by case basis.
Which is the point that I'm trying to make.
He's been digging. I told him.
No, that's
you
all
let
right.
him talk.
Man, y'all are crazy.
Which is the point I'm trying to make. It's an individual thing. It's not a sex thing.
Yeah.
That's the point.
I'm with you.
What do you mean
Yeah,
individual or
it's-
sex thing?
So what she's
not-
saying is not like a broad brush. Again, the word we're
Case
not
by
a
case
mono-
basis.
Not every woman's gonna be like that, obviously, right?
Exactly.
But majority,
Yeah.
majority.
So the reason why
Yes.
she's
That's
saying
the-
that.
But it's
like
not
weird
by
cases.
it's not by chemical. It's not by
So,
science.
so basically, she's saying you have to interject the word some. That's all you have to
I'm
do.
not
in your
gonna
sentence.
say
You can't
some.
say women
I'm not gonna
are.
say some. I'm not gonna say some.
Ignorant,
I'm
stubborn.
not gonna say some.
Wow.
He said
That's
what
okay.
he said.
That's okay.
And he's
You agree with
sticking
that?
to it.
Majority.
Said
I'm gonna
nah.
say majority.
Yeah, you are fine. Majority. You can say majority too.
You can say
You can say majority too.
Yeah.
When you were saying it first, you said women. So how
As
is
if this
interpreted-
applies
Come on, you
to all
guys are thinking
women.
like that's like
I
get
drug
what you're
addicts.
saying.
That's
I
like
get
little
what
drug
you're
addicts or
saying.
some shit. That's like, come on.
I get what
Come
you're
on,
saying,
man.
you
But
gotta-
that represents so many people. When you say that, there's so many people that
Out of what?
fall out
of how
of that
much
definition.
world? Out of what? 1%?
But like to explain it,
Okay.
like to
I get what you're saying though, but
like
like, come on.
He's
It's like
sticking to it.
nitpicking.
I mean that's a nitpick though. Like when you say woman this, woman that, you know how it's gonna go. Come on, you know it's gonna go.
I don't know how it's gonna go.
You don't.
You know how it's
How is it gonna go? How is it gonna
You
go?
know-
Tell me
Drew,
how it's
what do
gonna
you
go, huh?
think?
To the
If
left,
you
to
say,
the left.
you say, all right.
Drew,
let's
what do
put
you
it on-
think? I wanna
let's put it
hear.
on us. If you say black people this,
Yeah.
most black people,
Black
Black
people are
people.
thug.
black people only do rap music. You're gonna be like,
What
what
a
are you
stereotype.
trying to say that we can't do anything
Come
else?
on, man.
You have
Look, he's not trying to hear
You're gonna
it.
say what a fucking stereotype.
I'm not in this conversation,
when
huh?
when you have these,
You're
stuff in
gonna
front of
say-
you have to like carefully articulate your words.
Because
Sometimes.
in
Bro,
this climate, I get what you're
huh?
saying.
I'm not as convo, huh?
I know what
Huh?
you mean. I
I'm
know
not
what you
convo,
mean.
huh?
But in this
Conversations
climate, you
like
have to
this
tread
are
light.
good.
You have to
Yeah.
tread.
Nah,
But
To
like-
challenge each other, it's good. It's
nah,
a
I'm
good
not.
conversation.
It's just
He's
okay.
not trying to
But like
hear
to
No, I'm done, huh?
no like
I'm done, huh?
no like
I'm done, huh?
no like to counter what you're saying though. Like when they say more
He's
women
supporting you.
more women are nurturers. I disagree with you. It's just the form of how men care and men nurture is different.
And how do we know if that's even true? Because we were raised to be a certain way. So are we naturally that way, or just over generations we've been raised to be? Well,
Like
it's
the
been
part-
the
the
woman's
part that
job
he's-
for
the-
so long.
No,
Maybe
no.
That's
The
why.
part that he's saying about like women are more protective, nurturing, caring. That's factual. You see that in animals everywhere. Like if a lion,
let's talk about human beings. Let's not compare
we're
the
animals.
human
No,
condition.
we're animals.
That's you.
Mammals.
The
We're
human condition is unique to us and no other mammal on Earth. Let's not do that.
That's
Let's
not
I
true.
lie to you, man. I'm gonna have
Well, that's why I
something
said-
to
That's
do.
not that's not
Well, that's
true.
why I said if
Are
there
you
wasn't
kidding me?
rules,
Real.
listen, when there wasn't rules in place long ago, what were we doing?
We're picking
We were
and
conquering-
choosing. We're picking and choosing when we want to be compared to animals. So when white people are comparing us to monkeys, that's.
No,
That's a reach. That is a reach.
I'm reaching still.
That's a
reaching, man.
reach.
That's a giraffe.
That's a
reach.
reach.
That's a giraffe neck.
That's a
reach.
reach.
I'm trying to find a mango
trying to
out
grab
here. I'm
something.
trying to
That's
find an
a
East Indian
You're trying to
mango.
ride onto something.
Mr.
It's all the way up there up
Fantastic
top.
over
You
here.
can't reach.
That's a reach.
She's trying to grab. She's
East
trying to.
Indian. What do
She
you
want
mean,
those
bro?
cookies. She can't get them.
But sorry, I lost
No,
my train of thought. What were we
I'm
talking
sorry, I
No, you're
fucked you
saying
up.
mammals is a perfect example. Like when it comes to
yeah, but we're animals at the end of the day. We still have those basic instinct in us, right? So, if, for example, like you mentioned this a while ago, when lions, like lion and the prides or whatever, when the female lion, I don't know what you call them, lioness, they take care of their cubs. But if that men lion, if Mufasa die and the next lion come, they kill the cubs that are in that pride and start their own shit.
Okay, guys, but we can't compare. You again.
Yes, we
we'd
can.
be picking and choosing because there's other things.
No,
And in the animal, lions be fucking their moms and their sisters and cousins. Are you
Shit, have
saying we should be
do you
doing
know
that
about
too?
Alabama? Do you know about
Are
down
you saying?
south?
Are you saying we should? We ought to. We should be doing. Okay, so we don't want.
actually,
Let's
lions
keep
don't do that actually, because
your blood clots. You need to watch some YouTube
I do
videos.
actually, I do.
Rastafari don't do them things.
Yeah, the Rastafari lions. I don't know about other lions.
I didn't know lion from
I
Judah.
can guarantee
The feline-
if I open my YouTube right now, you can see lions.
Fucking
But no,
animals
but
don't have qualms.
Even wolves,
So-
if one of
no,
the
I
ones
think
trying
we
to
don't
step out of line.
understand them. That's the thing. The mistake that humans think is because we walk and talk and we create computers that we're so far removed from like animals. No, we're not.
If anything, some of the animals are more smart than humans.
no.
Yeah, I've seen some dogs.
And the way how some
I've seen
people
some
move.
dogs,
You're
some pit
Hell
bulls
yeah.
actually be more behaved than grown folks.
it's
For
true.
example,
Right now.
Some
like
wild people
facts.
out here. That's true.
if a storm is coming, I need the weatherman to tell me that.
An
So
animal
smart,
knows.
right? Animal, get out of
Knows.
Dodge. They don't need no freaking computer to tell them that.
Smell it and gone.
So what do you say?
I can
Animals
smell
weren't-
rain when it's coming.
Yeah,
you're
so
the
like
girl, come on.
it's foolish for us to think that because we can walk, talk, we can do this, that we're so far removed from that fox that's on the camera right now. No, we're still animals. We just have a different experience.
We're in a different
So-
atmosphere.
And
And when-
quite frankly, there's rules in place in society that keeps us from doing some animalistic things, man.
As there should be. As there should.
I'm telling you, man.
As there should be.
There's no rules, guys or
But
women.
we
would be
created
cooking.
those rules though, so I think that's
Yeah.
the point we're trying to come. Just
Which
like
is
how we
100%.
created this thing
We
called
to create a
sex
safer
and-
society, or else it'll be anarchy like the freaking lions killing each other all the time.
Thank you.
When the freaking
Bro,
next
some
line comes.
animals have more better insurance policies than human beings. What you see, Canada
And
Goose?
when
Killer Canada Goose.
and when
what happened to you?
we're bringing up certain points, it's not that we're nitpicking, but yes,
It's worth
we are nitpicking, but
acknowledging.
we
some
have
of
to
these
like
things,
use
yeah.
example and draw comparisons to explain
Get
certain
it, but
things.
come on, man, don't nitpick that.
What?
Like,
He's still on the drug thing.
yeah, it's like this.
No,
is
we
a
get
little
what-
nitpick.
No, that's
Drunk
a
like the
nitpick.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's a
well,
super
that's
nitpick. But
that's
I
a
get, I
nitpick.
get it. Like I get
But
everything.
there's
Yeah,
there's
it's
so
important.
many cases
Yeah.
of that though. There's
No, 100%.
so many people like that. That's a lot. That's hundreds of thousands of people that you're saying don't matter. If you're saying that's nitpicking,
So
it
100
matters. Hundreds of thousands of human beings.
Versus-
Their individual
versus 8
experience
billion?
matters.
No, remember what she was saying.
With hundreds of thousands versus
Yes,
8 billion.
every person matters.
No,
Okay,
I remember
that
what she
matter.
was saying. She was basically saying that, like,
there.
just say for example, I'm losing it again. Hold on. So yeah, women, you said supposed to care for their kids, right? Or supposed to love kids. And if you guys meet a woman that don't love kids, are you
Is
guys
she
gonna
not
look
a
at
woman
look
anymore?
at them a certain way?
Is she not a woman
100%.
anymore? If you
Right.
Can't lie.
if
Is
your
that-
girl if your
Box me
girl
down
says she
one
doesn't want to
time.
have kids, how are you gonna feel about that? If your what is she, Puerto
Next
Rican?
wife,
Your
yeah.
Puerto Rican thing
Princess, your Puerto Rican
Not
princess.
says she
Puerto
doesn't.
Rican
I don't know why I
thing.
called her a thing. I don't even like the word thing
Tab.
because that's what I heard
That-
you use earlier. If
talk
you're
about
if
it
you
during
find a
the
girl, if you end
Yeah.
up with a girl, a woman, and she says she don't want to have children, does that change? Does that change your perspective on her?
Not really.
No, not on her, but it changed perspective of the relationship if I want kids.
Mm.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have to be nurturing then.
No, that's not the question though. That's not it.
But I'm posing that question now.
That's not nurturing though. That's not
But
necessarily
we're talking
nurturing.
about women nurturing children.
Yeah, I mean, she just doesn't want it. Maybe because it might be a danger in her body or something like that.
No, we're talking about if your woman says she don't want a pitney, she not like pitney, she not have patience for pitney. If she see a pitney, she might back on the pitney.
No reason. Imagine.
She just doesn't have the patience.
Back on them too. Bright. Out of order.
Me
Doesn't
though, I
want
mean, it could
children.
be, but
don't like children. I don't think
Yeah.
I could be good. This is her speaking.
Oh,
I don't
God,
think. Okay, let me not do that. I don't think I could nurture children. I could be a good mother. I don't want children. I don't enjoy children. I don't look forward to being a mother.
That's what a lot of women say.
A lot of
a couple
women.
women
When
do
it
say that.
changes.
when
And
they
some
get
people
pregnant.
don't
I mean,
change, but some people don't change.
Does it change
That
by
opinion
choice or
don't
by
change.
force?
No, like I actually knew a girl that said she didn't want a kid or anything like that. She got pregnant, and her whole shit just changed.
And what about
did it
women
cha-
that
but,
have
like-
children and then give them up for adoption even after going through that chemical change? There's
Yeah, but-
so many
No,
women.
there is.
So many women.
But a lot of-
that
But it doesn't
want
mean that they don't
children.
love their kid.
But
Yeah,
in-
that's
I
true.
think
because there's
giving
people
them
that
away-
give up their kid for actual like safety reasons and
Yeah.
stuff like that too, and money. Let's
But-
not get into that.
Doesn't
y'all.
mean
Let's
or
just-
doesn't mean they
let's
won't
just
feel a
stay
loss. They might feel a loss, but
Yeah.
later down the
I
road.
mean, but
who knows?
like when it comes to those situations, when you hear women say, "Oh, I don't want to have kids," and then they have kids. Remember, a lot of these kids are like they're not planned.
Yeah,
And
I
then
agree.
on top of that, they might be brought up to their religious beliefs why they can't have abortions. So it's not that they changed their mind; is force.
Guys,
They don't
But
have
we're
a
not.
choice.
But we're not
I
even
see.
talking about
To
those
keep
type
them,
of
you
things.
mean?
No,
I
but
see.
those are the
matter.
majority.
That-
To keep them?
those are-
Those are the majority. Ask anyone who have a kid, was it
doesn't want a
planned? They'll say no. Because if kids were planned,
Fam.
why you having kids and you in metro housing? What kind of plan is that?
Why are you having kids at 16? No.
Why
kid.
having kids at 16?
Like what?
Why
No.
having a kid for a guy who's not gonna be there? And why is the guy
Who's
not gonna
beating
be
you up?
there?
Yeah.
If you're gonna
Does
make
this
the woman
sound-
have
Why
kids,
does this sound like Jamaican people?
Right?
I'm
So,
kinda
like-
disappointed
The
that we
Jamaica
asked this
people.
question.
what do you say? What Jamaican
I
people?
said, why did it sound like questions?
because he said Metro High, he doesn't even want to go back. You know what he said is fucked up.
Continue, keep going. Keep going. Wow, I wasn't even thinking Jamaica and Metro housing. I'm just talking about the questions as a whole, but proceed. Proceed.
Good saves.
Tab.
Housing.
moving the space line. Tab. I get what you're saying though. I get it. Understandable. I kind of will go on. It's depends on the individual. Because I could say with my mom and my dad, yes, my mom was, and Oxtail is right. Dads handle nurturing very differently than women. My mom, nurturing, but she whooped my ass. My dad, he was nurturing still. He just had a masculine
You let the mom
way
do
of
it.
doing
You let the mom
Because
do
he
it.
was
no,
raised
no,
to
no.
not show feelings. He was raised to not be. You see what I'm saying? Like, how can we really know what
No, men have
nature
feelings.
But
dictates?
sometimes mans are not
Men have feelings.
To show them, I
raised
mean.
by other people to do it. Sometimes it's just them
It's
themselves.
society. What do
not
you
even
mean?
society.
Men
Because
have feelings.
Everything we are is based on society.
What
Yeah,
are what
but
are
you can
what
choose
are
your own fate.
what are like? I don't know if you could like off the top. What are some top things that you would like unlearn? Or sorry, what are some things that you would teach your future kids if you plan to have kids, like right away that you wish somebody would, teach you as a young person?
Anything? Like,
Equality and self-love. Because I don't know, man. I'm very. It sounds cheesy and cliche, but I feel really strongly about this. Like, just don't be in a relationship with somebody where don't equality. Don't act like you're better than other people, and don't make other people treat you like they're better than you.
Humblest calf suck the most milk. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. That's such a loaded question. So many things. I don't know
I think the main
where
one.
to start.
I think
so
the
many
main
things.
one is
How to be
humble
a
yourself.
decent person.
I think that would be number one. Humble yourself, because once you're humble, you understand and view life a certain way, and understand that certain people are blessed in different avenues, and
be
that
what it
your
is.
blessing will come. Because I feel like when you're not humble, you look at other people's stuff, and then you get greedy and long eye and jealous and malice, and then you go nitpick after people's things, and you do stuff away from your morals and your principles. So I feel like I would teach my children, male or female, to just be humble. And just understand that,
Be a good person,
you know,
period.
humbleness. Like I said, my mom used to say, my dad used to say, the humblest calf suck the most milk.
Be a good
The
person and
most
be yourself. I think that's it
You know
for
what I'm
me.
saying? So that would be mine. What about you?
I'm not even full. I don't know.
Tris is gonna teach his children about sneakers.
Oh, I actually could see you be teacher.
Well, yeah. My
With
little
your child's gonna have a size 14 shoe, and they're gonna be 14 years old.
I never
That's
said that.
crazy.
You said that.
Your kid's gonna have size 14 shoe, and they're 14 years
Coming
old.
out the room, size 14.
And
Sneakers
he's gonna
on.
Size 30, size 30.
Coming out the womb with size
It works.
13 sneakers on.
What would be your thing? One thing, fam.
financial responsibility.
That's
I know
good.
obviously
That's a big thing.
we're getting away from.
That's okay.
But financial responsibility. As much as I love my mother, she is not the most, or she learned about it later in life when I was already grown and never needed the money. It'd be nice to get those shoes instead of those fake ones that she bought me.
Oh
We're not
no.
gonna talk about it. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna. Nah, I'm joking. But no, honestly, yeah. Especially in this day and age, in this climate, in this year, above the
absolutely.
equator,
Yes.
money off a Mac, and just be sensible with your
How you make the money, how you use the money.
responsibilities in general, right? I don't want to. I feel like there was a saying where I guess it was tough parents raise soft kids, soft parents raise tough kids, and then like it's a
I never heard that
or
one.
something like that. I don't know. I guess
Something in that avenue.
certainly in that avenue, right? We want to raise our we want as we raise our kids, we want them to not live better than we did, but we don't want to spoil them. You get me? So like.
You gotta be a balance.
There has to be a balance, and even with money, right? Obviously, I'm gonna give my kid what he wants as long as they are good and they are they're on the
They've
right
earned
path. They've earned it, right? But then shit is expensive. They can't be asking for a PS5 every week or Jordans every week. You get me? Like if they have to learn that responsibility, and they have to learn that this shit ain't free, right?
What about you, Artes? What would be one thing that you would tell your
Two
children?
things probably. A couple things, but like when piggyback off Tristan, financial responsibility. In terms of life, you don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to do this, but whatever you want or whatever you like to do, just go at it with 100% passion.
Facts.
All right, because anyone can make it in life. You don't have to be a doctor to make it. You know what I mean?
Just make it.
Just about the grind and hustle,
Make it in a
and
life.
about and the people they associate with. Because I wouldn't want my
Son to be a vagabond.
Yeah.
Daughter to be a vagabond.
I don't want my daughter getting crushed.
Oxtail,
What if she likes getting crushed though? I can't let it
Wow.
go.
At 16?
What if she like? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Hey,
You
come
What
better-
if she
You
wants?
better
What if
like
she?
crush- you
What if?
better like
What
crush
if you
noodle.
get a daughter?
You better like crush noodle and
You ever
crush
watch,
water. crush
What if you
balls,
get a
crush-
daughter who
crush
likes
balls.
trains being run on her? What if she
ever watch-
likes
Hey!
foursomes? What if that's like her
Bada,
kink?
bada. Oh,
watch-
What you
no.
gonna do?
Have you watched?
Have you
You
watched?
answer first. You beat me
You
to
answer
it.
first. You answer first.
Safe sex is ever. Make sure say you're with people who you trust. Make sure you're in a safe space.
But
You're
you
talking
know
to
that's
me.
not gonna be it.
You're talking to me. I believe people should be sexually liberated.
Right.
Do whatever you want as long as it's safe and as long as there is consent.
Not at a young
Would
age.
you want to know?
Not at a young age.
Would you want to
She
know?
gonna do it behind your back.
That's scary movie one. But anyway.
She gonna
Is
be
it? Or scary movie? No.
traumatized. You gonna traumatize
that
your
chastity belt's
daughter.
coming off when she's getting married.
So you're gonna lock up your daughter, pum pum with a lock.
Chastity belt. Amazon that
Like
Prime.
vice grip. Bunting!
Amazon.
Like a vice grip.
Amazon Prime.
Oh God.
It's best if you just don't think about it.
That's what I'm saying. You as a parent, would you want to know? Cause imagine now.
Actually, don't sit here and lie and say your daughter.
Would you
will
tell
be-
your
you'll be
significant
okay.
other?
Go daughter, get battery. Don't do
Yes.
I
that.
actually don't want daughters for that
Yeah.
reason.
Tread light. With what you have
Yes,
said.
no, it's okay.
Actu-
That's understandable, right? Honestly, yes, I would be okay
with her being
I
botchered.
would be
With-
okay
I know.
with my children wanting to have a sexual
Botchery.
experience,
Don't
and
say
more
battery, they don't know
importantly,
battery. Train.
Train.
more importantly, feeling comfortable to coming and talking to me about that, knowing that I wouldn't judge them. That's what I think is the most important thing. And then I never judge my kid. I might judge a man, judge them, and be like, "Oh, girl, damn." But I'm gonna help her to do that, whatever it is, because they're gonna do it. That's the thing with kids; they're finna do it anyway.
see,
I'd rather
you're-
them be safe.
You're on a breaking Jamaican generational.
Fire brimstone, what she
it's,
talk about?
it's my self-appointed mission.
I'm
yes.
with you on that. Not with the train part.
Yeah. The only
I'm
train
not on
them I
that train.
take is TTC. Yeah, that's the only train them I take.
It's only
Wow.
take train she got tech where you're gonna know about.
Team, get the strap. Get it ready,
you feel like,
guys.
you feel like men police women bodies too much?
All day, every
There we
day.
go.
All day, every day. And not just men, women do it too.
How do women do it?
Okay, you're reaching. with this one.
Especially older women who look at now
The aunties
younger
and stuff in
women.
the church.
Yeah, in church or not even in church, just older women, more conservative women. They were so oppressed. They couldn't take their hijab off. I'm just saying, don't come for me. They couldn't take off their hijab. They couldn't have their boobs out. They couldn't be free on a beach. They couldn't just
Tattoos?
be themselves.
Oh, my Lord.
And so they
They're
oppressed
hating.
women. They're hating too. And now
Show
girls
shit.
are coming up
Okay,
like,
look at
I
that
don't give
bitch.
a fuck. I'm being free. Like a type of thing when them, whenever them never see before in the past, and why is she wearing that? Slut shaming is a thing. Women slut shame, men slut shame.
Do you think you
But,
can be too free?
Yeah.
You think a woman can be too free?
Of course, there's an extreme to anything, and extremes are always dangerous. Too free can land you with AIDS. So yeah,
Free can land you in a train.
and
So
low
too free
too free
but
can
safe.
and can get you can get you death can get
Get-
you death. Being too free can get you in
you
the wrong
killed.
place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course.
And botchered.
Did you hear what Amber Rose? I think her son got like bullied because she has an OnlyFans, and her
No.
son had to like defend her.
No, I
because
don't
of
know
that.
about pop culture because there's more important things going on in life than
No,
what's
no, I'm
going on
saying
in
it relates
celebrities' life.
to what you're saying, like with
So
the
Amber Rose, a prominent woman within the rap industry. Basically, she's a video hoe.
I know
She-
who Amber Rose is.
So then you know what going on.
No,
I
I'm
don't
saying
know
it
about
relates
this
to what you're saying in terms of like
What happened?
Policing.
police and bodies and like soft parenting and all that.
Okay,
that stuff.
and you said her son defended her. Amber Rose have a OnlyFans page, you
yeah,
say?
she's like feminist, no slut shaming. She have the whole
Okay,
movement, so
okay.
she's sexually liberated.
Yeah.
She's saying certain stuff that you're saying that like if a girl wants to have a train run on her, let her run a train on her.
Mans love run train too. Mans want to have train
I've
run
never
on
been in
them.
my train in my life.
It's the same
Mans want to
ladies
be.
who say
Every
let's-
guy has a
let's-
fantasy of having multiple women in a room with them one time.
When
Are
we're
you kidding
younger,
me?
not an adult.
Yeah.
You know how much
Come on,
work that
dog,
is?
the max I want is two.
Wait, hey,
Max
work
I
that
want
is?
is two. That's it.
And when we say train, you know the train we're talking about. Ain't no way nothing to come up and go in nowhere.
But here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that.
Hey,
Right?
you know what we have said.
I am for it. I am for it. But this is what makes me laugh, and it goes back to holding each other accountable. What you're saying is fine and dandy, but the problem is when it happens
At
to
14,
ladies.
16,
No, not
Jesus,
even that.
hey.
When it happens to ladies, the ladies are the quickest ones to penalize and say, "Oh, this girl's a slut, this and that," but then talk about women should be liberated. Women should be
Guys.
able
'Cause
to
they-
free up
Of
them
course,
crutches.
of
But
course.
then when a woman don't like a woman, the first thing they go for.
Do we not
a
do-
train? She has this.
She's
her
a
clitoris.
hoe.
So it's like I get it. It sounds sweet as T Dunk would say. It sounds sweet over a podcast.
Okay.
It sounds sweet over a microphone.
okay.
But in real life, the problem is if we're going to do this, we can't press the tab button all the time.
What
You
you
have to
mean
go
by that?
space by space.
What do you mean by that?
Okay.
As in a
line,
sense
we
of
can't
you,
skip a line.
if we're gonna say that we have to be liberated, just know that, like you said, it comes with a price.
Comes with consequences.
It comes with a consequence. And no lady should be thrown. Oh, it comes with not even a slight.
We know this already.
Not a lot of ladies
That's why
know this.
slut shaming is a thing.
Not
We
a
know
lot of
this.
ladies know this, because if a lot of ladies did know this, they won't be throwing it against each other all the time.
I think
They
That
wouldn't.
wouldn't stop women and women.
Yeah, I
That
think
wouldn't stop
women
women,
have
man.
just been so oppressed. It's just like how black people are so oppressed that you know a dude growing up in the ghetto all his life don't know that there's more out there if he's never been exposed to more. So if a
Wouldn't
woman's
that be
been
his fault,
oppressed her whole life and then I didn't hear, what did you say?
Wouldn't that be his fault though? If he didn't get out there?
We could say that, right? We could say that, but that's not fair to say. If you oppress someone, these external factors work against you. That's black people's issue right now. So you're saying it's black people's fault?
See, and then we
You know
can
what
even
I'm
all
saying?
say,
Yeah,
okay,
in
a
a
woman
way.
You know what
wants
I'm
to walk
saying?
down the
would-
street
yeah.
topless when she gets raped. That's her fault, right?
No, the oppression part,
To
Keep
a certain
digging.
to a certain degree, I'm
To
gonna
a
say
certain
yes,
degree,
it's
it
our
is
fault.
our fault.
Because at some point you have to realize what ignorance is.
Okay,
To a certain degree, I
a
get what
certain
you're saying.
degree.
To me, I agree with
like
you.
you're saying, this is the situation, so you should know that doing this and that is gonna
Result.
that's gonna happen.
More so, if you're in a situation, then instead of doing the same thing and being in the same situation, switch it up.
But some people don't know that you
Cougars.
can't switch it up.
So then that's not
So
society.
then
and that's not,
so then
it's
I put
a
that
self
pressure on
thing.
them. That's a self
It's a
oppression.
self thing.
Are you guys? If say I said to you, them are we're and I'm not even talking about just Canada here. I'm talking about third world countries. That the
Globally.
youth them grow up in our hood. Them see them only grow up and see people starve and eat. Them grow up only them not see it hasn't that this is what life is. This is what life is. How can they? There's lots of people like that. It's not their fault.
No, it's not their fault. But what I can also say is that there are young people that are around people, may not be parents, but people that are OGs, people from
But
the
there's
city.
people who
from
never had that at all,
No,
though.
but what I'm saying is there are people that encourage people. There are people that are there in the I had a conversation with somebody a couple of days ago
Bro.
from the States, one of my homeboys, where he was saying that, well, I never had this. I'm like, you're telling me from this age to this age, nobody came to you and said, you know what, you should try this, you
some
should try
people,
that.
some people's experience.
no.
Especially me, I tell you where me come from.
That's you.
Portmore. That's not. But there's other. I'm not
But
the
you're
only one.
saying
There's other people.
But you're doing the same thing though.
Yeah.
When you say that's you, you're saying that's the individual, but then you're flipping it on your side.
When I'm saying this is
Also.
because like from talking to people and really getting to deep conversation, because that's what I love to do. You actually find out that there was somebody. There was a person. It may not be a bunch of people.
It's kind of
But
dangerous.
You've never made the same mistake more than once.
Yeah,
how
but it
many
was my
ti-
fault.
No,
But someone was there to tell me, and I didn't listen.
This
I don't
is
know,
where the
bro.
conversation kind of gets dangerous because you guys are sounding like those like the people that ride around with the American flags, right? So it's kind of coming off like, oh, I put myself up by the bootstraps, so you guys have to, you can do it too.
Oh, my
You
God,
don't
that's a
deserve
Yeah, so
reparations.
oh, that black guy, he gets it. He figured it out. Why can't you figure it out? He's from Jane and Finch. He figured it out, and he's now a stock investor. Why can't you do it? But we gotta keep. We have
Why?
to remember. I'll get to that. We have to remember there's societal factors that are stopping us
that oppress
from-
people.
yeah, that oppress people constantly without you even knowing it. Or like in systematic too, right? So you have redlining, which is kind of here in Canada, but mostly in America. So I'm just trying to globalize the conversation.
go ahead.
But you have like redlining. They see your address on a resume. They don't hire you. If you want to take it back to Jamaica, they never used to hire people with Rastafarians for work and those sort of stuff. If you have long hair in
Love
school,
If you're gay, if you're this,
All that
it's just
stuff.
so many things to
But-
exclude and oppress people.
But here's the greatest
It's
thing
changing,
about
though.
it. When you guys say that now, let's ask this question. It's happening, but it's changed, right?
It's changing.
no, it's not changed.
It's changing,
It's not changed.
Change-
but it's changing.
But it's
Correct?
not
What's the point you're trying to
changed.
make?
What I'm trying to say is it's making some type of awareness. It's still opening up. I'm not saying it's a big hole that everyone can walk in, but there is holes that you can peep your eye in and see it happen. You just said a while
But
ago.
there's
People
people
with
who
Ross.
don't.
But that's
though.
not-
But
but
there's some
that's not
people
fair.
who don't. But
If
their
you're- if-
opportunity is going to happen.
Can I
That's
say?
what
Can
I'm
I
saying.
give you a
Let me-
silly
quick-
example?
Sure.
Go ahead.
A quick silly example. So I grew up a yard and we love drink Guinness a yard. Right? You know, say it's not until I came here and actually learned that Guinness is an Irish beer. You know what I'm saying? Like when you grow up under a rock, you kind of think, oh man, and growing like for enough people parents, women actually accept and believe that men, you just be with a man who's going to give bond. That's what men do because that's all they've known. That's like. And now you come to somewhere different. You're like, oh, things different. Things are different, right? Some people's circumstances might have given them the opportunity, and lucky for them to have had the experiences that they've had to make them persevere. Some people weren't that lucky.
Maybe
Some people died in the ghetto at 12, at 10. Is it their fault that they didn't do something different?
No, we're
at
not,
11.
Well,
at 15,
at the youngest age, like young kids, I can understand that.
at 19,
especially if they're dying at 1.
20, at 21.
I totally.
At
get
what
that.
age does it become their fault?
That's an interesting question.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like
for an
it's- I
interesting
feel like
answer.
I think it's a cultural thing. Not cultural thing, but if that's the case,
Then we
some
have to
blame
change
has
it.
to go on the parents.
Yeah.
And
And the
that also
community.
goes back to even us who are having even kids out of wedlock, in my opinion, because there's no proper
Structure.
family home structure.
And no proper communities.
So, and I feel like it goes in a circle. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's a lot to unpack for sure.
Yeah.
A lot to unpack. So,
It starts with home. It starts with community, and maybe how we can do it. It starts changing the way we work together in our communities. Probably putting extra more stuff in there. Probably not just waiting for parents to teach. Actually having OGs, rather be male and female, contributing to the community. That's not just because there's people that can actually contribute, but feel like there's no hope for it when they could just go into a high school and say stuff to the high school
Tell
kids
them
and they
just
can make a
waste.
change.
Yeah.
Right? It takes 1 hour. I've recently started doing it. I thought about it. I'm like, someone did that for me. Let me go do it. And it changed certain people's lives. But it's because we don't, as you say, we don't take it in. It's not in our radar. We don't absorb it. We don't think it's possible. Just like how we don't think it's possible for people to get opportunity, we don't think that we are the opportunity for other people. So I feel like that's what we need to change. We have to change that we ourselves are opportunities.
the whole, even having sex, like, it has to change.
You're having sex out of wedlock?
It's going to happen, but in terms of, like, actually, like, promoting it or glorifying it,
Having
that
sex
shit
out
has to
of
change. Because then you have kids out of wedlock, and then the kids are not with their dads and mom, and it's a back and forth
It's a
environment.
So is it
bargaining chip.
wedlock? That's the issue, or
Just finding the
broken
right
families?
person.
Broken families. I'm gonna say broken
issue.
families.
Okay.
The issue.
Finding the right person.
You know what I mean?
Finding a solid person. I don't want to say right. Solid person. Solid mate to be around, to represent. I feel like for us men, we have to hold ourselves accountable on certain degrees. We need to stop lying and feeding lies to ladies when it comes to, oh, you're the one for me, when it's just a fling. That's our thing. Us men, we need to work on.
And
We need to-
women?
yes, please. Go to the
Women, we gotta, girls, man, in Toronto, women need to stop competing so much with other women. It's too ridiculous.
No, they all can't see me and start.
It's too much, and I think it's not even, let's say, women's fault, but these are some things that we can do to change things for the future, right? These things have happened to us, and this is how we can make some change. Like, we've been told that, like, and this is not, we've all heard this before. You know, Beyonce made numerous campaigns about this. We women have been told that we should wash, cook, and clean. Okay, now we know that this was a narrative that was fed to us. You know, we should at this stage know that our number one goal shouldn't be a man getting married. We know this at this point. So why are we still competing with other women for the man's gaze? Why are we doing that? Why are we not uplifting? Women just need to be more collaborative. That little thing that men have between each other, women need to have
You
that
don't think
inside
competition
thing.
is good for growth?
To a certain
Stop
degree.
it.
No,
There's healthy competition. There's toxic competition. A girl trying to one up a girl for a man's attention. It doesn't sound.
think-
What
The
situation have you seen a one
a girl trying to thief an ex girl's man ain't great. That's not healthy.
defense? Like, what you mean?
Oh my God.
2-3 zone. Like, come on now.
Because
Come on,
she feel
full
like-
court press.
because
Come
she's-
on.
yeah, it's just
NCAA.
crazy.
Final Four.
Women
Yeah.
gotta stop being so obsessed with looking attractive. Like you can't leave the house without makeup, girl. You just go in the corner store, and me love drawing my eyebrow them too. But on a everyday eyebrow for draw on, on a every little thing, you have to look super. And again, it all comes back to like, I don't know, man, just this obsession with look. There's other work on your other qualities, like you will give your nigga a gear bun 2 times 20 million chance, but as soon as your girl says something that you don't like, you're gonna cut her off. Like we should focus on building.
Yeah, cause she hating. Like
building healthy relationships. Galentine's over Valentine's this February, ladies. Let's hang out. Let's have some drinks.
If men hang out.
That's crazy.
Watch it out. Watch it out.
That's crazy.
She's the first one expecting flowers and gift on
That's
that
not
day.
true. I might buy my man flowers.
Good answer,
Yeah,
Steve.
she's a
Don't look
feminist.
up.
She don't
Ladies,
believe in
all,
that.
Do you buy my
all I
flowers?
can say,
You buy him flowers?
No.
No, I do.
Anyways.
I take him out. I treat him. I treat my man.
all I can say is, ladies,
Give him a flower.
just
I don't think
genuinely-
either of us. I don't think he cares for flowers. I don't care for flowers either.
Man care for
Honestly-
flowers too. Buy him things, yes.
Hon-
Flowers?
I
honest-
feed you already.
honestly,
Yeah,
all
you
I
need
can
flour,
say
dumpling.
when it comes to women, all I can say is, women, just genuinely love your person. Just genuinely, wholeheartedly. Don't just look at what he has in him, like on him. Look, it's not what's on you, it's what's in you. I always say that all the time. It's not what's on you, it's what's in you.
We
Because
need
if that
to
was the
develop
case,
some
Jeff Bezos would have been
character,
still
some
married to her
But
woman.
the reason why women they don't have to have a game. So certain aspect they're just not gonna have, or certain things they're just gonna continue to do. Like you said, wearing makeup and stuff to attract, because they don't pursue, they get pursued, so they feel like they have to look a certain way when they leave their house. Some would say, "Oh, it's for me," or "I just want to feel good," but most of the time it's for the male gaze. Depending on where you're
But
going.
what about those women who wear makeup who don't like, who are gay?
Or what?
It's for the women gaze.
Gay.
For the
So you're
studs.
saying people wear makeup to look good for other people,
What-
and
when
I
you
don't
wear-
disagree with that because I think we exist. You know, we are all social beings, so I think we exist, and the things that we do is in the context of other people. So I don't disagree with you there.
Sorry, go Tristan.
I feel like Drew, but once again, male guys dress up to do the same thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
But you're not as
Anyway,
upset.
it's okay.
Dudes
You have a
don't
girl,
try.
you got
I don't know
to.
if
Okay.
dudes
Hey,
try
I'm
as
a married
hard
one
as
here,
girls.
okay?
He's lying, but
Zing,
anyway.
zing, zing.
He's lying.
He's lying.
Zing,
He's
zing,
lying.
zing.
I have a
I'm a married
question.
one,
though.
Guys do the same thing
Zing,
too.
zing.
Yes,
He does.
guys.
Yeah, this guy's dressing-
guys are quicker to
I
put
caught
on other
my-
guys
Listen,
to try and get that same girl.
Now that this guy's in a
Really?
relationship, this guy's dressing way better now. No, you're dressing way better now.
Because there's a saying in Jamaica, you know, like when, if we're going out looking somewhere, certain way. Oh, why you going looking like that? After me, not go look.
When you
nobody.
buy this?
Facts.
Yeah.
That's my
When you
Yeah,
buy
that's
this?
true.
When you
This?
buy this?
When did I buy this?
Yeah.
Why are you
Oh, a
calling
couple
out the
years now.
man's fit?
Please, no? Okay.
I was too fat to wear it, so it fits me now. So I'm
Okay,
They
cool.
say lose the clue yet.
Little weight,
Your
put
girl
it
has
on.
said you got a gym.
Nah,
No, before the girl. That's how we got the girl. Huh?
Nah.
I have a question.
The game
Yeah,
good.
it's game.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What do you think about girls that doing this whole thing in the gym where they're dressing up so nice and then it's like
When girls talk to them, ill, get off me.
it's like when guys looking at them or a guy they think a guy's looking at them, they act a certain way and it's just like, oh, this guy's checking me out and blasting him on social media.
I don't understand. What's the question?
So basically, like on online right now, women are working out in the gym. They set up the cameras because they want to
To
do
see
their progress,
if
right?
to see if there's another girl and
No,
guys
they do-
checking them out while they're working out.
I think
They
that's
do it. They do it to do their progress. So if they're doing squats, they're just documenting their progress.
Okay.
But then they're like in the back, somebody might be looking at them.
See someone
or see
fiending.
something, and then they make it seem
Fiending?
like they're being pursued and stuff like that.
yeah.
What do I think about women doing that?
Yeah, like
So they're doing
Or
it
the-
to
the
document their
epidemic.
progress, or they're doing it to catch people feeding.
I feel like they're more so doing it for attention to catch man's looking, which men will look. like-
just men go out.
Ladies,
and,
just
They're
embrace
visual
the fact.
creatures.
Man, we're gonna.
Yeah,
and
Honestly,
man them
I'm
girls
look
are
like a one
preying
or
too,
two.
because girls are out here
Yeah.
on the hunt too, bro. In
Yeah.
Toronto, the girl them are
There was
hunt.
a question. There was a question. What was it? Do women talk about men the way men talk about women in what was it?
Nowadays, yeah.
What do you mean? What do you
Do
mean?
men talk about women? Do women talk about men the same way men talk about like
In their groups.
locker room conversations.
Yeah, what y'all be saying in the group chat?
Oh, the
whose dick is
group
bigger?
chats.
Whoa, fire!
I've read some of the group chats.
Yo, you got a point.
That's a
I
point.
said fire.
That's
Okay,
a
relax.
point.
Man, that's just
That's
Rewind.
a
I
point.
said fire.
That's,
Point.
that's some sus.
And one.
That's some sus.
You can't do nothing. as a
Fire and
society.
one.
And one.
That's,
Are you asking
fire upon this.
what kind of conversations I was
Jamaican.
having with my girlfriends when I was 16 or now?
Oh,
that I'm
You're acting
closer
like,
to
you're acting
30.
like you're matured. Stop it.
That I'm closer to
You
30. I
act
don't
like you're
understand.
matured.
Which
Stop.
one?
Even now or before, even
What's going
just
on
before your
right
relationship.
now?
Before your relationship, after your relationship.
Look, inquiring
or,
minds
you know.
want to know.
I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
When I
is
have
interesting.
single girlfriends talking about dudes get sized up physically, spiritually, monetarily,
Spiritually.
Fuck outta
Get
here.
out of here with that one.
Spiritually.
monetarily.
Wait,
I don't know, is that a word?
So physically,
Financially,
you guys
dudes
should
pick the word, guys?
dudes get sized
Tab.
up for how they look, their physical features. Dudes do get sized up for
How
the
much-
clothes they wear, their
Oh,
swag.
San
They get sized up for their finances. Dudes get sized up for
ugly, but their
the
money
way
don't-
they talk, the way they carry themselves. Dudes get, because girls are very, down to the details. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's so funny because I made this joke
How
the
y'all
other day.
down to the details what makes so much mistake with men? But that's another story.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
funny. It's so funny.
How could they?
Because
Oh my
women,
God.
that's what I was talking about before though. Like women are so women
Detail oriented.
you
my
are so like
Outside.
trying to
What the
get,
fuck?
just don't want to be single. Women in Toronto just are not
Can I-
trying to be single.
Can I
So when you
use
guys
this
want
phrase?
So I was gonna make a joke that I made last week about there being a point system. So that's why they make so many mistakes. I feel like, right? Because he might be uglier than what she actually wants, or he might be more broke than what she wants. But y'all be getting chances, and that's the thing.
Damn.
Don't like to be alone. So y'all dudes be getting chances, even though you were in her head. She's like, "Oh, where my weird pun him foot?" She still go on a date with you.
Free Chinese.
She
Free food, free ride,
Free
drink.
ride.
whatever it is, and don't act like y'all don't be
'Cause
doing
I
some
know
stuff for some free
God
pum pum
did.
too. You be
Pump up, never
Pum
Aye.
never free.
Never
Aye.
free. You know
A
why?
lie.
Because you want to
What
know
lie?
why?
lie.
No, Ashley, watch
That's
this.
a lie.
No, Ashley, watch this. How can pum pum be free when man have to pick up girl?
That's
man
not
have
true.
to pay appetizer.
What?
That's not true.
What?
You go to come see me on a Friday, bitches is throwing pussy at you. Who wants to catch
Go to
you?
where?
Who? I'm just.
Lies.
Whoa, yeah.
Aye. Look at her. I'll go on, Alice, you know.
The girl say her first boyfriend did not live in a jail.
Lies. We are lying. She's reaching for his stuff again. I don't know what she's reaching for.
In a perfect world, guys.
It's an inside joke.
In a perfect world, guys, yes. But in real life, you're paying for it, even self-consciously.
That's not true. Girls are out here
Can I ask you a
who
question?
just want to hook up too.
I have a question.
Show me.
I have a question.
Still
not free.
Hold on.
I
Let me
need
do
to
this.
know.
Let me do this.
Look at her.
Let me do
Still
this.
not
Let me do
free.
this. Let me
The
do
fuck?
this.
Stop lying.
Let me do this. Let me do this. Okay. So let me ask you a question. When a man is picking up a woman, so there's no money involved when a man picks up a woman?
It depends on the girl you're talking to. Like some girls will
If
suck
a
dick
man
for
is
$5.
if a
I don't
man
know.
is driving
For
from
a
his
beer,
house
I don't
to
know.
her house to the spot,
Assuming
is
he's
there money
driving.
involved?
Okay,
Yes, there
Uber.
is. When a man is buying the appetizer, drinks, entree, dessert, there's no money involved. So it's just a blank piece
But
of paper.
I've been on dates. I've been on first dates where I paid. So I don't know which girl pick up.
Yeah, talk about. You just said.
Are you with him now?
Oh, you wouldn't know? you better call somebody. All right.
Are you on this podcast, sir?
All right.
Give him a mic.
All right. 325. It's a
No,
skyrocket.
I'm not with that guy, but I wasn't particularly concerned about the date. I feel like if I ask you out, I'm prepared to pay for that date. If I
Hear
approached
the language.
you,
I'm prepared. Not, I'm
Prepared.
going to.
He's gonna do everything in her power not to.
no, but if he's like,
do it.
if feels like no, your company's just so. I just want to treat you to. I've rock paper
It's a
scissors
fake pull-out, yo.
to pay for.
Tic-tac-toe, loser pays.
Don't play. We've
Rock,
tic-tac. We've
paper,
rock
scissors,
paper scissors for a bill before.
Oh my God, it's rock. That's crazy.
All I'm saying is, in a general grand scheme, men are paying self-consciously without knowing.
I mean, you don't have to though. You don't have to.
You don't have to, but realistically, you do.
I mean, you could just tell her to come over, let's have sex, and she might be about it.
She might be,
Might.
but you're more likely to get
But
the
you still have to
thing.
Uber
All
her.
right,
Bring
what's
her
your
over.
shooting percentage?
Not
on that?
not on a first time.
Oh, you must not have no game.
Not on a first time. Not on a
You
first
say
time.
you have game, hey, your girls listening.
Not on
What
a
do you
first
think the
time.
phrase Netflix and chill come from?
We did
Thank
that.
you.
What do you
but-
mean,
on a
bro?
first
Don't
date?
act like girls are out here
But there
horny
still
as hell.
had to been some type of interaction
No,
before.
bro.
No.
No, it's the whole point of Netflix and chill.
What are one night stands? That's
what do
girls
you mean?
going out because they want to bang.
Yeah, but there's a difference. Girls are
Actually, you
already
know
out.
what?
Yeah, exactly. You're
Girls are
reflecting
already
on the times.
out. You hear what you
Yeah,
just said?
well, yeah.
Girls
You're
are
reflecting
out.
on the
Sometimes
time.
it can be free.
Exactly.
Sometimes it can be
No,
free.
no. You see what
You
just
act
said?
like you
What?
never get some
no.
easy
But
vagina.
you hear
Yeah,
what
that's
you
why I
just
reflected.
said?
What?
You said
Sometimes it
girls' night out. Girls want to go bang. You hear what you say? Girls are already out.
No,
There's a
we're
difference
talking
between
about-
girls being already out and you going out of your way to pick her up. We're talking about dates. We're not talking about one night
No, but
dates.
No, but you're focusing on the date part. You don't have to go on dates. You could literally say, "I
I-
want to fuck."
And girls are down.
But
And
still,
I see, and you can go on a
Right,
date
right.
without spending money if you're creative. You can take a girl to a park and
A park? In this climate?
no, Park is. I know what you think.
No, I
uh-huh.
agree. But in this climate, in this generation,
Oh no,
I don't know who you're
and that's
talking. Who are
why-
you
and that's-
pursuing?
And that's why I
Who are you
say.
pursuing?
And that's why
There's
sometimes
mature women
I
out
shit test
here.
women. Like that's something that shit test
Bring
them.
this back off.
I'm not gonna bring it up, but like
Let me
like
ask
a
you,
park. If a girl can't go to
this?
go anyway,
It's true though.
it's true. It's true.
But
She
let me
can't
ask
go
you
to a
this:
park. she can't go to McDonald's.
as a woman, do you expect men to pay for certain things in your life?
I don't expect anything.
You don't expect them to pay for certain things. So let me.
I
ask you
what can I
Yeah.
honestly answer that question?
Yeah.
I believe it's unique to each couple, just like same thing for me when it comes to masculinity and femininity. Should a man be more masculine? Everyone's different, so I think you should define those roles in that relationship that you're in.
I agree.
Whatever that looks like, it could, and it's gonna be look different from a different relationship. There's no formula,
agree
right?
with that.
So there's some
I
things
agree with that.
I do and some things my man does, and that works for us. I like to do that. He likes to do that. He's good at that. I'm good at this, and so we kind of
And you
do
just
this.
blend it in.
And you know what I'm saying?
gel.
Know thyself. If you know yourself, you know what kind of man or woman or partner you're looking for that you'll be. What's the word?
you can tell you're the artist because you're good with
Yeah,
your
you're
words.
good with your words. I like
But let me
that.
ask you again: as a woman, Ashley, do you expect certain things to be paid for by your man?
No,
No.
honestly, no.
So
And I'm a
try
giver.
this
Let's say
question again.
Honestly, I'm a giver.
No, she answered. She answered. Look, but let me
Oh, this
let me
Breeze came
take
back.
you to the
It went
next
away
level,
after a few
and then
years. It
I'll
came
get
back.
off. I'll get off
Okay.
the whole subject.
Okay.
So let's say y'all get when y'all get married. Speaking into existence. you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When y'all get married and the mortgage time come up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go on.
She'll look around. I wonder
I
where.
split.
Walk on. Yeah, but the answer.
Me and my
Oh,
man.
wait, you're-
Me and my. Me and my
You're
man.
half the boat. Or
Me and my man.
Or
Me
you
and
want
my.
of them.
Me and my man live together now, and we split things halfly. I think it's safe to assume it's gonna continue to be the same way.
Interesting.
For some people, though, I understand like when they say, "Oh, they want to split things halfway." I've heard this point of view, which I think is reasonable, but it's for them, each couple, to decide if this works for them or not.
Each to them own.
Right?
I agree.
So I've heard this perspective where they're like, well, splitting things half might not look like paying if the bill's 1,000, paying it 500. If he makes 100,000 a year and she makes 30,000 a year, then of course, why would you split it? Why would you do that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's
No,
a
that's wicked
different.
still.
That's
cool.
wick. That's kind
That's
of
cool.
that's
That's cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
You
I'll
know what
mix
I'm
up.
saying? So you have to look at your relationship and see how does that. What does a
How's it
healthy
blend?
balance look like for us? What do we want to do? What do we enjoy doing? And go from there.
Question. I don't want to be mixed up and inner,
You're in a
but
mix-up. You're
Don't do
already-
you know how it
Don't
goes.
do it.
No, real thing though, because as I say, you two look good together. Love y'all. Would you guys do a joint bank account?
That's a good question.
We have a joint bank account, but we also have our own
We're
separate
separate.
accounts.
You
Okay,
listen to Steve Harvey.
okay,
You listen to Steve
Okay,
Harvey.
Smart.
Okay.
Because you must have your own thing.
Yeah, you have to. You do want to maintain your individuality.
Because if the man
You wanna-
wants if you want oxtail and him want, yes, variety.
Because for us, a very important goal in our relationship is to save. So we have joint savings and we have our own personal savings.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay. And then going back to one more thing now. It looks like obviously finding the balance back to the house and stuff like that. Say the man wants to pay for this house. Say the man wants to pay for the house. His name is gonna be on that house. Are you okay with that? And his name is gonna be on that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I can see why you asked that question.
because one, and
if he's buying the house, let's say he gets in a situation.
You remember you said make sure the man gets the house, right? Make sure you have a or whatever.
Me, I don't know if I'm a
'cause
different.
God forbid y'all separate.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm a different girl, right? So in the sense that let me take that back because I'm sure other mature women feel this way. It depends. So if are there children in the picture? They're not children. If there's children in the picture, I don't care about getting a house from a man or getting half of what I bring my own. So if there's children involved, my name doesn't be on it. I want to make sure that generational wealth, whatever split or not for happen, the kids are taken care of. That's what I'm concerned with. If there's no kids involved, there's none of that. It's really simple. It's his house that he bought. He paid for it. It's all his. Why am I trying to take someone else's thing? That's not even good karma for me.
If only every girl was like you, huh? Because you know,
you can find me some good women with them type of mindset. I'll marry
But
her.
there's crosses mans too, like mans.
Yeah, we're trash. Of course we're trash.
So there's men lie, women lie. There's
I think
amazing men and there's amazing women.
I think we can all agree that
so I was like, what kind of girl you talking
not every man is the
to?
swiftest deer in the forest, just like not every woman is the swiftest deer in the forest. I think we all can agree on that.
No, they talk to good women.
That's why it's not a sex thing. That's why it's not a sex
It's not a
thing.
sex thing. It's just a idiot.
But if the
It's an idiot thing. It's not a sex thing. It's an idiot thing. That's it.
but
So before we wrap up, I'm just gonna do the
testimony.
would you rather's, the ask the man,
podcast.
then all that good stuff.
Okay, what's this? I don't know what to expect. Okay.
All right.
Just answer the question.
Okay.
Just answer the question.
You gonna try to fuck me up, aren't you?
Nah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Let's hear this.
Okay, so a woman cheating one time is like a man cheating 150 times.
Yeah, man.
Agree or disagree?
And we have to dash our way now. Dash way we have to
I
start
don't
all
know.
over
Oh,
again.
him I reach
Oh my God.
150 times figure you born.
Never to throw the girl
I
away.
will say yes.
150 is too much.
I will say
All right, you want
yes.
to say 50? Is that equal?
50 is too much.
I will say
We can give a little one chance,
Question.
A little two chance if you love him so
No, I'm saying
much.
it's equal. If a
No,
woman
that's
cheats
fair.
one time, it's equal to like a man cheating 50 times.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Guys,
You remember?
I choose not
Yes.
to see gender.
YES.
Of course you're going to say that.
don't see color?
As a man.
You want to know why I say it?
Why you say yeah?
Because it goes back to what I said. When men cheat and women cheat, even though they're not supposed to, there's different levels of cheating. When
Okay,
men cheat,
but-
it is physical. We only want the pokey and that's it. When a woman cheats, it's internal.
That's
It's
not true.
Yes, it is. Stop
That's not true. That doesn't represent all women.
it. Stop it.
This is
we're not
nitpicking.
easy. Is it
But
all-
yes, she's right. Doesn't
That-
represent all women. That's nitpicking.
You want me to press
That's
the
not
top?
true. There's so many
fine,
women
fine,
who
fine.
only cheat in the first place because their man isn't putting it down on them. They must have a side piece who put it down.
That's not right.
And that it's not right. We already established this wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying there's women like that.
That means that women are not as intelligent as they
Oh,
say
that
they are.
freaky girl, if you go out, go and find something to do.
And that woman who wants a train to be run on her, she have to go get her train run on her and she'll go back to her husband. And she'll go out every once every.
That's
she
it.
probably have
But
it-
two girl, two man agrees my wifey, G.
Hey, that can go on over there.
You're absolutely right, though.
That can go on over there, so, but
Worse.
I am not keeping station. That's all I know.
Right.
All I'm saying is,
I don't know, bro. I've seen men do some fucked up stuff.
Yeah, but are you a number one?
Fucked up
But
stuff.
listen,
And men's
when
be
men-
the way men gaslight. At least if a girl gets caught, she gets caught. But the way that's why I cheat 150 times because the amount of lies in my tell. I don't
doing
think
it for Gucci.
anything.
He's not doing it for
And,
love.
and after him done cheat on her, she not love herself no more. After a man cheat on her girl, him say, "Oh, you wanna give me bum? Fuck you." Him still feel bad. Him go out and fuck bitches. When a girl gets
shouldn't
destroyed
have
from a
heard him.
relationship, her whole life is done.
Then
She not eat for a week. She not bed.
that sounds like a self
she
problem.
take time from work. She don't love herself. She hasn't seen the sun in like a month. Like
I'm hearing a lot of
so
you.
which one is
Jeez.
fuck you? So which one is really worse though?
It's the woman cheating one time.
But it seems like women are
Wait.
affected by
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
It seems like women are affected more.
I don't
More
think so.
It's more devastating for women. So which one is worse?
Wait, hold on.
Which one has a bigger impact
Go ahead.
Oh,
though?
Go ahead, Artest. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna say a man because a man will really truly love a woman. I think twice,
2 times.
2 times,
I can see
maybe
that.
I used to
2 times.
believe that.
2 times.
I used to believe that about
men
women
love
too.
more than men love harder and more than women
100%.
love us.
If a man's taking you on as his girl, that guy really loves you.
I have
your
women
man
who say,
really loves you.
Giving up the
Right.
streets, you know what I'm saying?
No,
I
I'm
lie
serious,
in them
you know?
streets that look.
Yeah, give him the
"How do you
streets.
feel about giving up the
So-
streets?"
Oh, I love it.
But
You was never a street guy. Look at him.
I was
My
never-
Chemical Romance.
I was
He
never.
loves it. So he loves his
you
girl.
know he's in touch with his sensitive side.
so he loves his
My
girl.
Chemical Romance.
My girl cheats on. Oh my goodness, it's just like.
Wait, hold up. You gave her head?
What?
Oh my god. You gave her head? Oh my
It's
god.
just like,
Oh.
and I say this like I'm a selfish guy. Like, yo, I don't even share my PS5. You know what I mean? I
You knew he was gonna say that. How many times did he say
I
that?
don't share my games, man. So it's like, yo, you taking that? Nah, man, I can't even.
I'm a very possessive person
Yeah,
too. I
dash
can
away.
understand.
Yeah.
Dash
and
away.
And when a
Dash
man
away,
does
don't
it,
take.
go on.
All right, is getting multiple women still a flex?
Not
It
really.
ain't cute. What are you on if you think
It's
the
not-
goal
it-
is to get
it's-
women in life?
Ooh, look at the time.
It's not.
You have
cute.
no bigger goals. Like you don't have no bigger goals. You feel fulfilled if you can get women. It's very easy to get pussy. So I don't know. To have sex is very easy
Oh,
to
you
find
know-
sex.
What was sorry? What,
What?
What was the last end of that statement?
To find sex, it's easy to find sex. So that's your
For
goal
men?
in life. For
men?
people in general.
For men, we're
Yes.
talking about men though.
Okay, it's even easier because
Yes.
like I be saying, the girls be dashing it out
For
here.
free?
I like this orange.
For free?
Girls in
so easy.
Toronto
For free? Yeah.
be
What's your beef with
dashing
girls
it
in
out.
Toronto? Let's talk about it.
Huh?
Would you fuck
What's your beef with girl in Toronto?
I don't have beef for girls in Toronto. I have what I invite women to do in general is to have more camaraderie and more supportive of other women. And I understand that I'm not blaming women or attacking women. There's an issue in Toronto,
So do you
which
feel like
as a result, women do these things that are unhealthy. It's the culture toxic, bro.
do you feel like women in Toronto support each other?
Not 100%. You're not listening to what I'm saying? Nah, dude, they should be more supportive of each other. Women need the level of camaraderie that men have, they don't have.
Interesting. What are certain things that you see out there that women in Toronto or like black women in Toronto are doing that are like they're not with the good vibes?
In my personal experience, if I walk into a room, like the level of competitiveness, especially because I'm a musician, right? So if I walk into a music event, I'm getting 99% of the girls in there. I'm getting screw faces. I'm getting sized up, and I'm a beautiful black girl too. So their
She's a goodie.
their expectations of me is like they're already like. I can see women comparing themselves to me before even having a conversation with me.
I jealous them.
Before even they don't know what I go through to be who I am.
Women always
you know,
do that.
you know what I'm saying?
The amount of BBLs
They
you
always
had
do
to.
that.
I'm just saying,
we're
this
not
is
doing
my
it.
real life experience that I've had to come to terms with. Like, why? I went through this. Like, why? Why do I walk into a room? Why?
Sometimes you gotta tell them, "Gal,
That's
the least
crazy.
I'm a problem."
What did Kendrick
But it
say?
isn't though, because it's not healthy.
What did Kendrick say? All my life I had to fight, nigga. Come on.
That's
But if
just,
God got us, then we gonna be all right. All right, come on.
What's
don't know.
something you hated as a kid, but love as an adult? I'll go first. For me, it's hot sauce. I never used to like hot sauce on food. I didn't like spicy, but as an adult now, like everything I hate with the hot sauce.
What did wait? What the question was? What did you
What's
hate
something
as a
that
child?
you hated as a kid
child?
that you love as an adult?
Vegetables. I didn't like my greens. I
You like vegetables?
love a
You're
good
not that
kale
real.
salad right now.
I usually eat greens,
I don't know.
right? Oh, come on now.
Nah, I
Greens is
used
good
to. Nah, I never. I wasn't that healthy. As a kid, didn't like to eat vegetables, broccoli, Brussels sprout, them things. That was like. Now I love
sprout's
that
nice.
stuff.
Brussels sprouts nice.
Now I love that stuff.
Broccoli, especially if it's boiled. God have mercy.
A little butter, a little salt and pepper. Yeah.
Sure.
I would say,
I don't know.
style and fashion, I guess, because growing up in the church.
Yeah.
You grew up in the church?
I was just about to say that.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Look at his face. We've been roasting him this
I've been getting
whole
with up all
episode. It's
for
great.
me.
And
I
you
love
came
it.
out a heathen?
Heathen of heathens. Capital
He had
H.
not sin cast the first one. I
Don't know when you're done. You're done, right? Because we only have a
I
few
know,
minutes
I
left of
can't
this
find
podcast.
the
So can I
stove.
get my thoughts up before I get wet up? Growing up in the church.
What's a
right?
foreign kid after?
You done? You're done. Okay. Growing up in the church, right? You hate those bulky suits and those church clothes that your mom used to dress
Now you
you
love
in,
suits,
right?
okay.
But now I can dress myself, and you know how times have changed in style. Now I can dress myself, and I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I
Oh
can
my
dress-
God, a
But those-
suit on a dude when it's fitting. Jesus.
Correct. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go back to church.
Hey, glory. Anyways, but yeah, that's whoever's next one.
A lot of the, I didn't really hate things as a kid. Really did.
Oh, you saw the good in both sides of things as a kid?
All the time.
I embraced it. Embraced
All the
it.
time.
Do you have anything?
Celery.
Oh, I still hate celery. Blah.
Here you get up. No.
Blah.
This podcast is done.
Blah. Oh my God, try to juice celery once, never again.
It's alright, you know.
White people
Nothing
should
can make
anyway.
it taste good. White people. Juice, people, juice. Get your health. Being healthy is not a white people thing.
I
Get
never
healthy.
said
Get
that.
your
I
health in
said
check.
celery, juicing celery.
That
You know,
can
there's
go
actual
on.
fruits, right?
That can
Yeah,
walk.
like
Okay,
you
true.
can-
Okay, true.
That's what I meant.
Celery's
All right.
nasty.
I don't know if I asked this before. Would you tattoo your partner's name on you?
We can tattoo a symbol, the same symbol on each other. Why we putting names? What is this? This is very specific.
Turned around. I love it.
No, why not names?
It's very. We could do we could both get mini hearts and somewhere random.
Why not name? Why not a name?
It's a bit. It's extreme.
How?
I try to stay away from extremism.
So you wouldn't tattoo?
It's extreme.
So your mom says, "Yo,
It's
baby,
almost
tattoo your name on
obsession.
your butt." No.
I don't think my man is that extreme either. I don't think my man. So I'm not even worried about that.
Projecting. You don't know that.
You don't know that. He says, "Yo, I mind that." Write it.
I do
Cursive.
a man.
Can we write it? Can we put in a different language
Nah.
than English?
No, Anglais.
Can we use
I want
symbols
people
to
for more.
represent names?
I'll keep it real. I don't want no woman to put tattoo on her.
It's-
me, and I'm not putting. No
Yeah, that's
You're
a
a
bit
simp.
extreme.
Wait, how did Artist
No,
say it?
I'm
That's
not-
my property.
For
That's my
me, it's
territory.
extreme.
Yeah, when I give
So
it
the
a
people
body
who
that
wanna-
she knows
I guess.
she's mine.
Oh
Wow.
God.
There's certain things
Like
you don't
Artest
need to
said,
put
that's
no-
my
You don't
territory.
need, to me, that's extreme. But for the people who want that,
Each to them one. Yeah.
Do you,
But
do you,
me,
boo.
Me not want that, and me not gonna do it.
you gonna tattoo your girl
Why is
name?
it extreme though?
If I were to tattoo my girl name? Yeah, when we get married, yeah.
Even when we're married.
No
we're
problem. For me, that I hit a next level.
Good. Sharing oxtail plates with you. That should be good.
I mean, if you see yourself with a person, or if you know
I mean, it's for effort,
there was
no?
they play a significant part in your life, why not?
No, I'm good.
I don't know.
It's
I've
easier
never
if
really
someone's on you,
had
it's
that
in you.
desire, wanted to do that.
It's not what's
Well,
on
that's
you,
not-
it's what's in you.
Can't put on the spot
Yeah,
like that.
I
You
don't
can
know.
tattoo the person and still cheat.
All right, y'all know the.
That's
the-
true.
Imagine.
Y'all know the group Pretty Ricky?
Yeah, pretty.
So, what's his name? Blue from Pretty Ricky. He
Yeah.
did the PPP loan scam thing,
Mhm.
right? 24 million.
Mhm.
He got sentenced to 20 months in jail, but he got out, I think, 8 months and only has to pay 1 million back. My question to
He
y'all
scammed
is
how much?
24 mil.
So you still keep it 23?
I don't know.
That's what
Theoretically
I'm
speaking,
saying.
yes. So my question to y'all is, how much and how long would you spend in jail? Like, how much for 6 months in jail? How much would they have to pay?
It depends on what's happening. Am I getting butt raped in jail?
Yeah, how deep
Am
is
I
the
getting
jail?
raped in jail?
Rape in a woman's jail.
I've seen Orange is the New Black. Okay, stuff happened. Am
Oh,
I
that
getting
show's
raped
trash.
in jail?
American jail is different, eh?
How
mean in jail is
severe
not
is it?
gonna
Maximum
happen?
If there's
penitentiary
no
type
rape
thing?
in jail, I'll spend a little time fair. I'll spend a little 1 year for 25 mil, yes. 1 year will blow off in no fucking time. Are you kidding?
No, I don't know about
I'll
that.
start some groups in that bitch.
Y'all saw people during the pandemic? You couldn't even wait 2 weeks without going outside.
I loved staying at home and not seeing people. I had so much growth in that
But you had
2
different
years.
rooms. Now
Yeah,
you just
You
have
can't
one
tell
room.
me nothing.
Fresh air.
Yeah, you had fresh
TV.
air. Now you have fresh rats
Don't-
and cockroach.
Wait, what's going on? That sounds like what's going on in this prison jail place.
I would do
Some farming. I'll grow some fresh vegetables
I
out
would need-
front.
Which
I'll-
agriculture are you
I'll
growing?
fucking start a
The
book
mold?
club in
You
that
might be growing
bitch.
some mold.
What
I
do
don't
you
know what
mean? We get some
agriculture y'all grow.
voting.
I never saw T-Bag from
represent.
Prison Break doing farming. Like,
There's a yard space.
What does the man do? Just
Are you kidding me? For 24 mil?
now for me, I'll do
traumatizing, bro.
maximum 2 weeks.
50K.
2 weeks for
I'll pay you check.
2 weeks for 5 mil. And about the
Solid.
and this is what I'll do to
That's what
avoid,
I'm saying. How is
This is what I'll do
You're
to
getting
avoid
butt raped.
No, this is what I'll do to avoid
You know?
getting harmed, right?
Let me
this is a U.S. prison, okay?
I don't care where. So 5 mil. I'm gonna 5 mil 2 weeks, right? So
You-
I'm gonna walk into the prison, find whoever is running that shit.
Yeah, box them and
Right?
say,
No, no.
Promise them a cut. And promise them a
Let
cut.
me finish.
Let me go.
And be like, yo, I'm gonna give you 100,000
Bomb.
to protect me for the next 3 weeks.
Got you.
I'm gonna pay each of y'all 100,000 for protecting me for the next 3 weeks, right? 2 weeks come, I'm gone. I ain't gotta pay them.
So I have a
Done.
question.
when
You
they come
wouldn't
out,
take-
or when they have
The
people
ending
under
part did sound
I have a
too
question.
So when they
How
call
much?
people to come find you and rob you, then what?
Pay him.
Or when they come out themselves, then what?
Pay him.
Question.
I'm gone, bro.
You said the baddest guy, so the baddest guys have connections.
Let me
And they will find you and kill you.
No.
Like, yo,
The baddest guy in prison is doing life. What are you gonna do?
he will find people to come find you.
How?
And kill you.
Houseway.
This could
They've
be
got-
like
They
fucking...
don't even know Google exists. Houseway.
Of course they do.
What do you mean? They have little
you mean?
phones in
They're
there.
the same one.
They're the baddest guys. They're like,
iPhone in jail. What
Hear
think
you.
about-
Houseway.
Houseway.
No,
All right, fine.
you're not honorable dude, yo. I'm paying that.
Nah, I'll pay.
Protected me. My butt.
80K. I'll negotiate it down.
My bum is a virgin. Okay.
You wouldn't take $1 billion?
Go. No. No. Because I know.
You wouldn't take a little 20 bill. You wouldn't take
No,
$1
no,
billion
I know-
to give it up
I know.
one time
No.
Wait. What?
with some lavender oil to make things
pause,
easy.
Pause. That's a point,
Fire,
Ashley.
fire. She has to-
Fire.
fire.
As a Jamaican woman. Like, fire.
I don't
Yo,
see gender. I
it's-
don't
it's
see
a fight
color.
for your life. Like
You just see.
I was watching Beyond Scared. Yo, it made me reflect.
Yo.
Yo.
Okay, that makes sense.
I was watching Beyond Scared straight, and then I see these niggas come like, hey, you know, it's like, in my head, I'm like, yo, you were a nigga, yo. What?
That had an in the end.
Yo, what happened for you to turn like that?
Damn, homie, in high school you was the man.
You guys, you wouldn't take if there as sweet as Sugar Man came up to you and offered you $1 billion,
let me answer
a
that for
whole
you.
$1 billion
I'll
for
answer that for
30
you.
minutes with your ass. You're gonna say no to that?
I'll answer that.
With
for you.
lavender oil, no pain.
mud,
It's not gonna be
fire and
painful.
This podcast is done.
It's not gonna be
This
painful.
podcast is done.
This is homophobia is such an issue.
No, I'll
in our
answer for you.
culture.
You can say that as a woman. Stop it.
I'll answer that for you. People of a Portmore might care. People of a Downsview might care.
You have a choice.
People of a
You have a
Brampton might
choice.
care. We see
You know
we
what?
man don't care about doing that kind of thing. No.
Man's getting a
Wrap it
Nipsey
up.
Hustle slap, bro.
Lavender oil. Relax yourself. It'll be enjoyable.
No.
You're gonna
We're not
cut
in
this
our
out
head.
the podcast for
Bomb,
sure.
bomb.